The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Central Kentucky high school football starts now. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Hello and welcome to beautiful Berea, Kentucky. We're here at Madison Southern High School for a huge 5A showdown between Madison Southern and East Jessamine. Andrew Kappas and Bill Powell here with you tonight. Bill, these are two pretty contrasting teams, although they've had similar starts here to 2024. First for East Jessamine, you look at this passing attack. Their quarterback's completed 69% of his passes. Mr. Harrison has been phenomenal.
Yeah, and Coach Field says the way that he goes, the way the team goes, he's been very impressed with him as a young man and what he's done for their program, and they've really done a good job putting points on the board.
I'm really curious to see how they scheme. It's really hard to get a 69% completion percentage in the NFL, much less in high school. So I'm really excited to see how they scheme these receivers open, and they have a bevy of athletic receivers at their disposal.
Absolutely, and just like you, I've not had an opportunity to see them play, but when somebody's throwing that high percentage, you have to imagine they're going to have a lot of quick screens, some short slants to get that kind of percentage. But we'll see.
And you look at Madison Southern, this is a big night for them. Breast Cancer Awareness Night, so you'll see a lot of pink throughout the stadium, this beautiful complex in Berea. And it's a little bit of a different style. They run a similar formation, but maybe a little bit more focused on the run than what we're going to see from East Jessamine.
Yeah, I think they run a more balanced attack, and what you'll see is they'll put points on the board. The key for Madison Southern, I think, tonight, Andrew, is can they stop East Jessamine from putting points on the board. They've shown a proclivity to give up some points. And again, talking about this facility, an absolutely beautiful facility here tonight, 78 degrees. It could not be better.
You can't beat it. And one thing, if Madison Southern wants to get the win, we talk about that East Jessamine passing attack, that puts a lot of stress on your secondary as a defense, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And not only that, though, they still got a good running attack. So they can keep you off balance for sure.
Well, Bill mentioned it's a beautiful night here in Berea, Kentucky. We got the mountains in our background as that brings us to our tonight's weather forecast, which is presented by Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment. They offer the right equipment for the right job. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, 1111 Winchester Road. East Jessamine visiting Madison Southern. We'll have more pregame coverage when we come back here on Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
You have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Gen Z is a stalled generation.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Welcome back to our pregame coverage as we're joined by Coach Fields now. And Coach, hard to believe we're here in the month of October. We were talking about this a little bit earlier, but yeah, this is kind of crunch time a little bit. You still have a few weeks left of the regular season, but where do you assess your squad right now?
You know, being first week of the district, you know, this, in my mind, everything up to this point hasn't really mattered. This is the game that matters. This is where things really start to put together for your team, come together for your football team. And I feel like, honestly, we're playing a lot of young guys because of injuries that happened earlier in the year. A lot of seniors got hurt for us, and those guys are really, those sophomores are really coming along for us. So I feel really good about us. We've had some growing pains. Football team, and I feel like, honestly, we're playing a lot of young guys because of injuries that happened earlier in the year. A lot of seniors got hurt for us, and those guys are really, those sophomores are really coming along for us. So I feel really good about us. We've had some growing pains, as you see with young teams, but I feel like we're starting to peak at the right time.
I know one thing we're really excited about seeing tonight is this really efficient passing attack that you guys have. Your senior quarterback, Will Harrison, 69% completion percentage. How big has he been for this offense?
He is amazing, considering when I showed up, I didn't really have a quarterback. You know, we're coming into a wing T offense, and I was told there was a baseball kid that used to play football, and I said, okay, well, I got to go talk to him. So that's Will Harrison. So he's come out and done an amazing job. He hadn't played since freshman year. He really came out and took control of the offense. He is the leader of our football team, and if he goes, we go. So he's done a great job picking up where he left off as a freshman, and he's doing a wonderful job because he keeps us on schedule consistently.
I know my partner Bill Powell is excited. You got some talented receivers, good bloodlines with the Brunages, but you know, a lot of credit to Harrison, but certainly the receivers deserve some credit as well.
Oh, absolutely. So you got Derek Morton, number 23. You have Brady Cummins, number 4, and number 8, James Burbage, as well as number 16, Matthew DeLacy. All 4 of them are very good wide receivers. I've been doing this for a long time. Those 4 really, considering when you consider they went from wing T to what we're doing now, the production we're getting is very, very impressive. We just got to keep it up.
Last question for you, Coach. Madison Southern here tonight. You guys go on the road. A little bit of a different playing style than what you guys play, a little bit more on-the-ground attack. How have you been preparing for them?
Well, they are definitely more on the ground, but they actually have a lot of – we look very similar formationally. So they're not doing anything we haven't seen or that they haven't seen all summer with us, because what they do in the run game is what we do in the run game. So we feel very comfortable in what they do. Number 8, number 24, we got to get them stopped. So,
Coach, thank you so much for your time. Best of luck on this beautiful night.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Make a bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. At new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be a million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Welcome back to the John W. Gillum Athletic Field here in Berea, Kentucky. Andrew Kappas, Bill Powell with you as we get you ready for tonight's game and what is a beautiful, beautiful night here in Berea. Tonight's keys to the game are presented by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. They strive to keep your trucks moving through outstanding parts and availability and unmatched service, all while glorifying Jesus Christ and building relationships. Bill, first up for East Jessamine, I know we talked about their passing attack, but what are some of the keys for them to win tonight?
I think East Jessamine's going to have to run a balanced offensive attack. They've got a great passing game, and they've got some good running backs as well, and I just think they're going to need to be balanced. And, of course, good play calling always comes into play. But they've done a good job because they've been averaging 25 points a game, and they know how to put points on the board. Coach Fields has done a really good job restructuring that offense. They were a wing T offense, and now it's completely different, and he's got them off and running.
Yeah, I'm sure he feels pretty confident. The brand new offense of them picking it up even more as this season goes on, because I know we're 6 games in, but it's still relatively early for a completely new playbook. Yeah,
and certainly it is for these kids who've had, if they've been here 3 years, they've run 3 years of a different offense, but it's not rocket science, and that's why you have summer camp and 2 and 3 practices a day sometimes, and so that they should be getting it down pretty good.
Big home crowd here tonight for Madison Southern. What do they need to do to come out with the W?
And you're right, it is a huge home crowd. They've got breast cancer awareness night out here, and I was thinking, I would see more pink if it was a Victoria's Secrets convention. I'll tell you, it's all over the place, but nevertheless, I think one of the things that they're going to have to do is defensively, and again, this is not knowing any more than just looking at paperwork and the scores and things. You've got a team that's put some points on the board, and they've given up a lot of points. And so they're going to need to, they've been giving up an average of 31 points a game. So they're going to have to step up the defense and find a way to stop that passing attack and the running attack as well. And we'll see what they do to counterattack that.
This broadcast is authorized by Madison Southern High School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you so much for watching. We are moments away from the color guard here at John W. Gillum Athletic Field, and of course our national anthem as well. Big crowd in attendance tonight. Should be a real fun one. Our pregame coverage continues on the other side of this break here on Glycod.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
With Fast Signs, create custom deep-sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast Signs, make your statement.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational, solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
You're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Welcome back to pregame coverage. We're joined by head coach Mark Payne. And Coach Payne, hard to believe we're here in the month of October. So, kind of getting into the stretch run. 2-4 on the year, but still very much alive. What is your assessment of the season so far?
Well, we started off with a very tough schedule, and we had some injuries early going on. But these guys have stayed the course, and we've continued to fight and grow and get better. We play a lot of young guys, so it's been just learning experience through the first half of the season, and we feel like they're now kind of getting adjusted to that varsity speed, and we're just looking forward to getting into district play.
I know you can't make the schedule, but do you kind of like having those tough games early to kind of build that build that adversity a little bit?
We do. We think that getting that mindset in the kids early on in the season just kind of give us a point to know what we need to do to get better, to get to the level that we need to. I feel like you definitely have to challenge yourself at some point in the season. You don't want to get into the postseason not being challenged, so that's kind of why the schedule's set up like that.
So many young guys, as you mentioned, contributing, and this is kind of the time of year where those freshmen start to look like sophomores and so on and so forth. Have you seen that in the last couple of weeks?
Oh, absolutely. We start, I think, around 8 sophomores, and They run a lot of RPOs and letting him read the defense, and he's a great decision maker. So we're just hoping to try to maybe make him make those decisions a little bit quicker, see if we can't throw him off his game, try to get him uncomfortable a little bit.
Coach, best of luck. Thank you so much for your time, and should be a fun one here tonight at home.
All right, thank you.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
Make a bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. And new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Counting you down to kickoff here at the John Gillum Athletic Field in Berea. Madison Southern and East Jessamine in a big 5A showdown. Andrew Kappas and Bill Powell here with you tonight. And tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Roosters, a fun, casual place and a great place to watch tonight's game on Glycon. Visit any of their 3 Central Kentucky locations, or you can order online at roosterswings.com. And Bill, I know we talked about it earlier tonight, but I got to say it again. I'm really excited to see this offense of East Jessamine and quarterback Will Harrison. It's crazy he hadn't played football the last couple of years. You wouldn't know it by the stat sheet.
No, it was really interesting talking with the coach there. He was a baseball stud and walking the halls. And when he got to school, there's some people told him, hey, this kid can really play some football. So he gets him out there and then becomes a quarterback and, according to the coach, a real team leader. So that's exciting for them.
He's certainly got a bevy of receivers, as we discussed earlier, but a run game as well. Sean Reed, 64 carries on the year, 314 yards and 3 touchdowns. So they don't run the wing T anymore, but running is still very much part of their identity.
Yeah, it appears to be. Yeah, they got a couple guys that carry the ball, but Sean Reed he's going to carry the bulk of the ball most of the times, and they're going to try to throw it to a bevy of receivers the rest of the time. And just, I think it's one of those times where they're going to rely on their passing game, but they're going to keep you off balance with the running game because they got some nice runners as well.
Gabe Beard, the quarterback for Madison Southern, has thrown about half as many passes as Harrison. That tells you the play-calling style of the Eagles. But I'm really excited to see R.J. Blair. You know, they say when you're in college, learn how to do multiple things. Well, R.J. Blair, all he does, he's a receiver, a safety, and he's the kicker as well. He's done a little bit of everything for this team. 9 catches, 200 yards. He's run a kickback for a touchdown, and he's 6 of 7 as a field goal kicker, and he has 31 tackles. That's a busy night for him, and it might be busy for him this evening as well.
It's always nice to have an athlete like that on the team that can do a jack of all trades, and you wouldn't say master of none. He's actually master of a couple, so it's a really talented young man. And another guy that they're going to really rely on heavily is Braden Kelly. He's a 5'10", 180 senior, and he's ran the ball 40 times, and so he's a guy that's got a 7.2 average carry, so he's a dude. I saw a picture of him down there. He's a guy, and talking with some people, he's one of the stronger guys in the weight room, so they're certainly going to rely on his running tonight.
Yeah, and he really isn't hard to miss on the field either because he's the staple of the middle of the defense there. 33 tackles coming into play tonight. It's a huge 5A matchup here this evening. East Jessamine coming in at 3-3, Madison Southern at 2-4. Our pregame coverage continues on the other side of this break here from Berea on Glycon.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
From Glycon, it's Central Kentucky High School football, presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you. Tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, changing lives through math. Roosters, a fun, casual place for wings and more. Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky, Community Action Council, New Vista, Tech 24, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, and Fast Signs. Now to the field for all the action from Glycon on Central Kentucky High School football. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Moments away from kickoff here at the John W. Gillum Athletic Field. The lights have been dimmed as they get ready to welcome their team on the field. Bill, we just had our coin toss. It appears that Madison Southern has won that coin toss, and they will defer to the second half. What was your go-to call there when you were a head coach?
You know, it always depends. If you've got a great offense, you just like to get out there and get started right away and put the other team on their heels. But I can see most of the time just deferring to the second half. It's always nice coming out in halftime knowing you're going to get the ball.
Well, we were talking about what a great crowd it is here tonight at the John W. Gillum Athletic Field, and it's a beautiful complex if you've never been down here to Madison Southern. The baseball and softball field over our left shoulder here inside the press box, or on top of the press box, I should say. But one thing that they've done, and I'm glad that they shouted out the organizers of it right before the coin toss when the captains came out, as Madison Southern has taken the field. And you see those pink flags. They have really pulled off this pink out tonight, Bill, and really cool experience here as they raise some money and raise awareness as well for breast cancer research here tonight, which has impacted so many families on both sides of the sideline. And so cool when you see these young student athletes kind of get involved in that. And Madison Southern certainly in the spirit. I think you see most guys, they got the pink towels, pink armbands, and most of them have pink socks as well. So they are in the spirit too.
It's just really an incredible job, as I alluded to earlier. Everyone's in pink here on the Madison Southern side, and it's a great cause, as you mentioned. It's it's something that's been debilitating to so many people, so it's really good that they have embraced that so enthusiastically here this evening.
I see a little bit of pink as well on the other side with East Jessamine as well, and they got the pink balloons all throughout the stadium, and not many empty seats, and we still have a little bit of time before kickoff, and this is going to be a packed house, so you can kind of sense just from everybody how big of a game this is, as East Jessamine in the white jerseys with blue pants, that dark navy blue for Madison Southern. They will kick it off. The aforementioned R.J. Blair will kick things off for Madison Southern. Matthew DeLacy, the main return man. He's on the far side of the field, out near the 15-yard line for East Jessamine. They've ran one kickback this year, so it's not a formality. As we are underway, the kick will head way back to the 2-yard line where it's fielded and brought out. No other choice, and that's some great downfield coverage as a gang tackle out near the 12-yard line, and that's some great special teams work off the kickoff from Blair.
Yeah, great coverage there. DeLacy actually took that ball on about the 1-yard line, and then in retrospect, he's a great returner, but he might have wanted to let that go on in there.
Yeah, let it bounce through. So it'll be a bit of a longer field for Will Harrison, the aforementioned talented quarterback for East Jessamine, as the Jaguars will huddle up for the first time, and Harrison will work out of the pistol, it looks like. Harrison this season, 69% of his passes completed, as we have a whistle, and we're still sorting some things out before we get our first official snap of the ball game. They've paused the play clock. And looks like somebody lost a piece of laundry there out on the kickoff, or maybe something from the stance. Looks like a ball of some kind. We only need one ball on the field, and now we're ready to go. So Harrison lining up in the shotgun pistol. His running back right behind him, Derek Morton. Harrison will hand it off to, a play action move there as they swing it out to the right side. Running down the sideline, a lot of room before he's tackled out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Great run and catch from Brady Cummins.
You know, just a great opening play right there, Andrew. Defense is on their toes. Everybody's rushing to the football, and so anytime you get some misdirection right off the bat, that cools the heels of the defense right off the bat and catches them off guard.
And on that RPO, he fooled me as well. I thought he was handing that ball off to Morton, and he pulled it back at the last minute, saw he had the advantage, and let it rip. Now the running back now, Jacob Wright behind him. Wright listed technically as a receiver, but he's lining up behind Harrison, who's in the pistol again. This time they do hand it off. Wright will bring it out across the 45 where he's upended right at the 45. Good open field tackle there by Taven Radar.
Yeah, he put a good lick on him right there. Gained 5 yards off the left guard. Nice run up the middle.
2nd down and 5 coming up for East Jessamine. So 2 plays. Both of them appear to be RPOs, and going to see maybe a lot of that tonight as they run out of the pistol yet again. Cummins behind him again, who just took it for 5. Harrison gets the snap. He'll swing it out to the far side. Blocking not there like it was on their first play of the drive, and he stood up near the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten one there, Bill, on that swing out.
Yeah, a little quick screen that we talked about earlier in the game. That's a go-to play for them, and that's tough blocking out there. Out on the perimeter against some of those cornerbacks in open field. And they did a nice job there defensively.
James Burbage has given forward progress. He gained 3, and that'll set up a 3rd down and 2 for Harrison and the Jaguars. Harrison Another RPO, he hands it off, and boy, good penetration there in the backfield, and it's led by Radar, who had the tackle on first down, Bill, and he forces them off the field there, driving them backwards, and that's going to be a loss of 3, maybe 4.
Yeah, really nice job by Taven right there. He met him, 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage right there, and that play never had a chance. So really nice stop there after that opening play for the Madison Southern team.
Caden McLeod will punt it away for East Jessamine. Kicks it out it'll bounce at the 26 and will hold up there, and it takes a friendly bounce for Madison Southern before it's down at the 34-yard line. So pretty good field position for Madison Southern here, Bill, as we get our first look at their offense.
Yeah, I'm sure they're really pleased with that punt. It was a short punt, but then it came back towards the offense there, unfortunately for East Jessamine, and of course fortunately for Madison Southern. So you're right, they've got a nice spot to start here from the 34-yard line. And let's see what happens.
Gabe Beard, the 5'11 sophomore quarterback, will now head out, completing just a tick above 50% of his passes on the year, 40 for 77 coming into play tonight. Some pre-snap motion. They're going to hand it off on the sweep. Some blocking in front. Stutter step out near midfield. Now he breaks a tackle across midfield. Stiff arm down to the 45. He's run out of bounds at the 38. What a run there by Ethan Moore on the jet sweep.
Great open field running. Made several cuts there. Ran 80 yards and gained 40 back all the way across the field, back and forth there, but really nice job in the open field.
I was just about to say the same thing. He ran to the left, and then by the time he ran out of bounds, it was on the near sideline. But
I think he was out of breath.
He gets it out to the 30. Yeah, he did go out of bounds pretty freely. I don't blame him. That's a lot of running. Here's a handoff inside and a stack there of 4 white jerseys, but falling forward for a couple of extra yards is Braden Kelly.
Yeah, nice job in there blocking. I know they didn't get many yards right there, but I could see several linemen there with a good little surge, but one guy stopped it up in there, and I don't have his number, but a nice job on his part to limit.
Gang tackle for East Jessamine, but still a 4-yard gain for Kelly. We talked about his strength and his size, and you see it there because he was met at the line of scrimmage. So Beard has not had to throw it just yet, as he will snap it, now hand it off to Kelly again. Kelly stutter stepping out to the near side. He'll drag a guy across the 30, and before he's tackled at the 26.
Yeah, really nice job there. What they're doing is the running back runs up behind the left guard, but he's looking to cut back against the grain, looking for the defensive people to over-pursue, and finding some success with that.
Second first down of this drive for Madison Southern. They're moving the ball. Now down to the 26-yard line, knocking on the door of the red zone. Yet to see a pass, but why not? The run has been so good for them. As there's another inside handoff for Kelly. He dives forward down to the 21. Looks like a pickup of 5.
Yeah, right now, Madison Southern is controlling the line of scrimmage, and they're making some nice holes in there, 5 and 6 yards a clip. And I don't expect them to get away from that anytime soon, maybe with a little play action, but the offense is really looking good.
And they give him an extra half yard, so it's about 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5 here for Madison Southern as Beard in the shotgun. New running back as a whistle, and that might have been a little bit of movement up front, it looked like there, Bill.
Yeah.
We'll get the call here momentarily.
I don't know if it was an aberration or not that time, but the left side of the line had some big gaps, whereas the right side had just a normal 1.5 gaps, and so I don't know if that was something else they had planned right there or not, but looks like they're lined straight up this time.
Mosa Nimir is in at running back to the right of Beard. Beard will hand it off to him, and that one snuffed out by East Jessamine as they will drop him out to the 31-yard line. Great penetration. First man to meet him was Bates Davenport.
Yeah, 5'10", 173 junior. Nice job coming in there, and didn't miss that tackle. Wrapped him up and did not let him get away.
About a loss of 10. So this is going to be 3rd down and 14, and we might have to see Madison Southern throw for the first time tonight. Namir still to the right of Beard. We'll go 2 up top, 2 at the bottom
as he's once again out of the shotgun formation. Looking to his right, throws a little bit high but complete. Good open field tackle as that one hauled in by Bryant Brock, but it's not going to be nearly enough for the first down as he's tackled at the 25.
No, the corner's there. Just let him catch it in front of him and gave him the 5-yard gain. And good relaxed defense there, making sure nobody got burnt.
Now we might see, and we will, R.J. Blair will kick this one from the 25. His holder setting up right around the 37, or the 34, excuse me. Corbin Kimball to hold it as Blair will try it. It was about a 42-yard kick or so. As might have had somebody jump, or were they coaxed into jumping? We'll find out here shortly. I thought it might have been a neutral zone infraction there, Bill.
That was fortunate for them, too, because I think he fumbled that snap and was going to have to pull it up and run with it. So, yeah, it is against East Jessamine, so that may change their mind about a field goal.
I think it has. They've brought in some new personnel. As running back onto the field is Bryant Brock, who caught that third down pass, receiver for Madison Southern. Beard is back out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th and 4 from the 20.
Had to wait with the referees up to get up. Hey, get up here and watch this. They're not kicking for a field goal.
Beard in the shotgun again. Drops back, one step, diving catch made out to the 15-yard line. Did he trap it or haul it in? It's R.J. Blair.
Really close, Andrew. I am not sure, but he was extended, and I think they're going to give it to him.
They gave him the catch as Blair diving to his right. I think he had control throughout. The ball did hit the ground, but he had two hands on it, and that is allowed as long as you don't get it dislodged by the ground. And that's a big 4th down gamble, and Blair, who was getting set to kick the field goal, Bill, ends up picking the first down up on a catch instead.
Really nice job of finding the sticks and just got a yard past it and laid out. Nice catch. Good throw.
Beard will hand it off to Kelly. Kelly running around his left tackle. Kelly out near the 5. Bowling ball down in at the 1-yard line, but he lost the ball, and it's going to be recovered in the end zone by East Jessamine, and that'll be a touchback. Kelly was 1 yard away fighting for that extra piece of real estate, and he dropped it and fumbled it at the goal line, Bill.
Wow, what a bad break for Madison Southern there. He was on the 1-yard line. Good hit, ran over one player, and then just that extra effort caused him to fumble, and just a really bad break for Madison Southern Eagles there. So East Jessamine dodged a bullet.
They were right there, and that would have been 1st and goal. Maybe a teaching moment there for Kelly, but, you know, you don't really want to take that out of his game either, just that aggression for trying to fight for the extra real estate. So Harrison will get his second crack at it for East Jessamine. He'll pull it back, throw it down on the near side, and this time Madison Southern ready for that swing-out pass. Good tackle made in the open field. Believe that was Jaden Williams who made the tackle.
And I think we'll see a lot of those. They're going to try to force or see if Madison Southern will come up and bite on some of those, and then maybe that'll give them an opportunity to throw deeper. But I think we're going to see a lot of short passes.
Morton, the running back behind Harrison in the pistol. Extra tight end of the line of scrimmage. They're going to fake the handoff to Morton, and that ball is nearly picked off. R.J. Blair, he's everywhere. We talked about him in the pregame, and he nearly had an INT, and he might have had a lot of running room out to that end zone.
He was gone. He was gone, and he knew it. That's why he's jumping up and down, not just because he missed the interception, but because had he caught that, nobody was going to get him.
So it'll be 3rd down and 5 after the dropped INT by Blair. Harrison back in the shotgun pistol. Showing pressure is Madison Southern, and I think they jumped offside.
Yeah, quarterback gave a hard count. You could see that, and a couple of kids flinched, and one kid just did cross the line. So they still got, it looks, inches. Or is that a first down?
I think they're moving the chain, or are they moving the chains? No, okay, it's going to be a 3rd and inches, we'll say.
Literally
so
a couple of inches.
Probably changes your play call from 3rd and 5, does it not, Coach?
Oh, without a doubt.
They're going to talk about it now, make sure that they got it. And take your pick on who was offsides. That hard count drew about 2 or 3 guys across the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job on that. Okay, they're going to go ahead and give them the first down, and I wanted because it looked like the nose of that ball was across the 30-yard line, or at least the plane of the 30-yard line. So that
So it is a first down for East Jessamine. So Harrison back in the pistol. Brought some extra protection, so the ball handed off. Looking for running room, now breaking it out to the outside is Morton, and he is saddled back and dropped at the 18-yard line. That's a loss of 12 unless he's given forward progress.
You know, unless you're Barry Sanders, you just got to eat it before you just give the other team that much yardage. You know, you just can't do that. He tried to circle him, but that was not going to happen. That's a big loss for him there.
They'll give him forward progress to the 20. So instead of a loss of 12, it's a loss of 10. Either way, it's 2nd and 20 for Harrison and East Jessamine. 3:18 to go here in the opening quarter. We're scoreless. The empty backfield after the motion for Harrison. Fakes it to his left. Instead, he goes right. And they're not going to get a whole lot there. And again, it's tackling by committee there, Bill. About 8 of the 11 defenders on the field join in and get the drop there.
Yeah, what he tried to do is he had trips to the left over there. Then he sent another guy in motion to the left, putting 4 people over there. So he tried to get some one-on-one coverage over there to the right side. But Madison Southern wasn't buying. They stayed home and made a good play.
It's a pickup of 5. It makes it maybe a little bit more manageable, but it's still a very daunting 3rd and 15 for Harrison and East Jessamine. See how the Jaguars elect to play this as Harrison takes the snap. Bit of a longer drop back this time. He throws. He's got a man down the far sideline, but out of the reach and off the chest. Good coverage there as well. Is unable to haul that one in, Brady Cummins. And for a second time tonight, East Jessamine will have to punt.
Good effort there. So close to completing that. He was right on the line, just barely out of reach. But nice throw and almost a nice catch there.
Oh, a punt coming up. Second of the night, as that one nearly blocked, and that's going to alter the kick a little bit as a couple of guys touched it, and now it's going to be a free-for-all for the ball out near the 40-yard line. I think Madison Southern touched that ball, Bill, making it live.
Actually, I thought it was the
Yeah, East Jessamine says it's theirs.
Wow.
They got it at the 39-yard line. Big turnover as they flip the field, but Madison Southern thought maybe they had touched it, or rather East Jessamine touched it first, which would make it a dead ball.
That's what I saw. I thought East Jessamine made the first touch, and then there was a scramble for the ball, and of course we don't have any instant replay out here, so we're not going to be able to rely on that.
Yeah, out near midfield is Mark Payne, and he's now being ushered back to the sideline. He is very, very upset, as you might imagine, because this is a huge swing.
Sure, he saw what I saw. East Jessamine was the first team to touch that, and then the ball went bouncing, and then they all scrambled for it as if Madison Southern had touched it first, but they did not.
So Harrison will get another crack. Good pressure, and Harrison's just going to heave this one away. Good pressure in the backfield by Madison Southern.
Now, Harrison was never really able to set his feet right there. Pressure was on him immediately, and he did the wise thing and just getting rid of the ball, and was lucky to do that, actually.
Jackson Perkins nearly had him for a sack.
You know, down here at the bottom of the screen, number 8, James Burbage, to UK followers, may remember his grandfather, Cornell Burbage, a great player at the University of Kentucky.
Has a handoff there, and that is met initially, able to spin out of it and get out near the line of scrimmage. The tackle made as Sean Reed is dropped.
Preston Williams came up, 6'2", 245, senior. Nice play right there. Preston, I believe, has been getting some communication from the University of Louisville and Austin Peay, among other schools, and so he's going to get some college interest. He's a big boy there, so as I said, 6'2", 245.
No gain on the play. Might have lost a few inches based on that spot. It's 3rd down and 10 at the 39-yard line, right where the ball was turned over off the punt. Harrison had to throw it away on first down. What will he do on third? Looking to his left. He's got some pressure in the backfield. Now he takes off as he slides, and he's going to be marked down at the 34-yard line. And that's going to be a little bit short of the first down, and we'll see what they elect to do as we go under a minute to go here in the quarter. Very fast-moving first quarter, but good for both defenses so far.
Absolutely.
So it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down and 6. Harrison getting them up to the line of scrimmage, and now they'll change the play from the sideline.
They have a field goal kicker that's kicked a 40-yarder, but this would be 44, probably just a little out of his range.
Sean Reed in the backfield. Reed gets the handoff, and he is met. Nowhere close to that first down marker. Big open field tackle for Brady Reeser. And a turnover on downs. What a tackle there, Bill.
Yeah, linebacker just came right through and didn't look like anybody touched him there and made a nice play. So good stop for that defense after losing on that punt return there. So we'll see what happens here. I would imagine they will stick with that running game because they just powered it down the field on that last drive before they fumbled into the end zone.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. So they'll take over at the 39. Beard, low snap, but he's still able to get it off to Kelly. Kelly fights through one tackle, gets spun around. Now he breaks another tackle before he's tackled at the 45-yard line. They had him in the backfield, and somehow he still picks up 6 yards on the play in what will be our final play of the first quarter. Well, the defenses win the day at least 12 minutes in. 1 period in the books. Both defenses playing well. East Jessamine not able to do anything with that turnover. And at the end of the first quarter, it's East Jessamine nothing, Madison Southern nothing here on Glycon.
Bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. At new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Gabe Beard and the Madison Southern Eagles offense back out. Braden Kelly, who just picked up 6 yards, will get the first carry of the second quarter. And this time he's dropped at the 43, maybe 44-yard line.
Yeah, too much penetration there for that play to be successful. Nice job by the East Jessamine defense there. So got a 3rd and 5.
Going to be a loss of a couple there on the play and sets up a big 3rd down already. They got to get the ball out to the 49-yard line, and the ball is kind of sitting right between the 44 and 43, so we'll call it 3rd and 6.
East Jessamine working with a 3-man defensive line. We got 4 linebackers, and they walk those 2 outside linebackers up. And now they're going to maybe stunt with this one on the bottom of the screen here, number 10.
Samaj DeShields is the decoy as they throw it out to Radar. He catches it, brings it out across midfield, tackled down near the 41-yard line. And a good misdirection there as the ball hauled in eventually by Taven Radar. Thought they were going to go to DeShields there to the right, but then he swung around from the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job of setting that up. And again, they had a couple of kids stunning. The outside backer came in on the bottom and just created a more open field for that screen. Nice middle screen.
DeShields, the 5'7" sophomore, still in there at running back, getting Kelly a breather. As the ball snapped low, but DeShields will take the handoff, breaks through the defensive line before he's tackled out near the 36. Pick up a 5 on first down.
Some of DeShields is a quick little back right there. You could be put up by his 5'7", 145 size, but he is very explosive, very quick hitting the hole.
It's a nice change of pace, isn't it, between him and Braden Kelly?
Oh, sure. It can really keep you off balance defensively.
They'll bring in a third different running back that we've seen tonight. Preston Williams, 6'2 senior, is into the game now. Williams will take the handoff, try to run it up the gut, but he is met at the line, and that'll be a small loss as Haven Burton, 5'11 senior, gets the tackle. So a loss of 1 will bring up 3rd down and 6 here, Bill.
Even with just 3 guys on that defensive front, they've done a nice job. Got some big boys there in that defensive line, and they've done a nice job here in the last couple of series, stiffening up and stopping a play before it really gets started.
They got 3 wide receivers out wide. Let's see what Madison Southern elects to do here as Kelly back into the game at running back on this 3rd down and 6 play. The ball snapped, and now it's pulled down as that was a different quarterback. Taking it down to the 30 is Ethan Moore, who has taken quite a few snaps at QB this season, and he picks up 7 yards to get the first down.
I really like the play call there. What they did, too, Andrew, is they, as you mentioned, they sent the 3 guys wide out there and opened up the field a little bit. Quarterback draw back towards the left side, and I think they had the numbers there, and he's really quick. And just a nice play call and a nice run.
That's been Ethan Moore's job at the quarterback position when he's played quarterback, typically a wide receiver, but when he has played QB, he's been in those draw-like plays. He's still at QB along with Kelly to his left at the running back position. The snap is low, and he's just going to have to take it on a bounce. Brings it out across the 30, out near the 20, runs over a man before he's shoved out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Like a freight train, Ethan Moore bowling his way through.
I didn't catch the number of the defender that broke down. I think he thought he was going to step out of bounds, and he just lowered his shoulder and ran over him. I know he's going to hate to see that on the film Monday.
But there's some laundry on the field. This one's coming back. Maybe a hold at the line of scrimmage. We'll see here momentarily. It is a hold, so that's going to wipe out what was a very big gain that would have been 1st and goal for Madison Southern. Instead, it's going to back them up to the 40 and bring up 1st and 20. So Beard will go back in at quarterback. Kelly is running back to his left. He'll drop back to pass. Looks right. Now he has to run left, directing traffic. He throws a high one near the barrier. It's caught by R.J. Blair, but they say he was out of bounds, and it's going to be incomplete. Made the catch, but he must have landed out of bounds.
He did. It's always funny to see theatrics from the home team, too. Wherever you are, whatever field it is, acting as if it was a catch, but he was out of bounds by about a yard or so. But nice effort there, rolling to his left and still making a good throw.
So 2nd down and 20 for Beard and Madison Southern. The Eagles, 2 wide receivers on top, 1 at the bottom with Kelly, the running back. Dropping back to throw his Beard. He's got time, but now he has to pull it. And no, he fakes the pull. Instead throws it to Kelly. Kelly directing his blockers as he brings it out across the 20. He's dropped at the 16-yard line.
Really
and
nice,
that'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, really nice job of keeping his poise. Pulled up short, just short of the line of scrimmage. I wasn't sure if he actually had crossed it or not, but apparently he hadn't. And found an open receiver there, and Kelly did a nice job and just turned upfield.
That's a great job by Kelly, too, to sit there, recognizing his quarterback was in trouble and was able to find him with his eyes.
Absolutely. Found an open spot and sat and waited for him to be found. Nice job on both of them.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Kelly to the left of Beard after they connected for a big hookup. He'll throw out wide to the far side. It's Blair. Blair made one man miss, but he's dragged down at the 16, so he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that play didn't really have much of a chance. You had the pro back, the receiver, ran a post pattern, but they let the safety cover that, and the corner and the outside backer stayed home, and so he really had no protection, and so it was just 1-on-2, and of course, so no gain of any significance there.
And we're coming up on the halfway point of the second quarter as this clock continues to run because of how many runs we've had tonight. We're only a half hour in. We're a quarter and a half in the books. Scoreless game thus far as Beard takes a low snap. He's able to back out of it, throw it out to Blair. Blair brings it across the 16. Now down to the 5. He muscles his way to the 3-yard line. What a play by Beard to make something out of nothing there, Bill.
Yeah, you know, they've had several slow snaps here, and he handled that one, and he was open out there. Sometimes when you have a low snap like that, the defense relaxes for a moment. Everybody's thinking about, okay, is he going to catch the ball? Is it a fumble? And the receiver just sat there in the open spot. And
let's see if Braden Kelly has a chance to redeem himself. Remember, early in the first quarter, he fumbled at the 1-yard line as he was about to go into the end zone.
I would certainly give him another chance right here, or 2 or 3.
They'll hand it off, but instead there's a whistle. And this might back up Madison Southern a little bit. Pre-snap. Oh, it's an offside call against East Jessamine, so it's going to be half the distance, so it'll get a little bit closer there, about 4 feet closer or so.
Makes it even more likely that they're going to hand it off to the big boy in there.
Ball was at the 3, so we'll call it at the 1.5 after the encroachment penalty. So now they're bringing an extra big blocker off the bench. That's Sam Little, 6'5", 248-pound junior. That's going to come in and block on the left side for Kelly, one would assume. Beard will take the snap, hands it off to Kelly. Kelly runs to his left. He gets drug across into the end zone for a touchdown as Kelly was met, but he just kept those legs turning, Bill.
Yeah, he did, and he actually ended up having his back to the end zone and just leaned back to still kept his legs running. So nice job of running there down at the goal line.
Second rushing touchdown of the year. And we finally have a score with 5:03 to play in the first half. It's 6-0 Madison Southern with the extra point pending from R.J. Blair.
I certainly thought we would see more scoring tonight than we've seen, but there's a lot of ball game left. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see if they can pick it up here a little bit. So now a little trickery for a moment from Madison Southern, but they are going to kick it. Blair will line it up with 3 to go on the play clock. He's got to hurry here. And I don't know if they got that one off. The bad snap, but it's handled, and the ball is sent. It was blocked, but I think they might have whistled it dead. We'll see. No, they didn't whistle it dead, so just blocked on the extra point. That was a bit discombobulated because of the snap, and it cost Madison Southern a point. But they get a touchdown. Braden Kelly able to punch it in from the 1.5-yard line, and the Eagles are on the board. They lead 6-0 over East Jessamine with 5:03 to play in the first half here on Glycon.
On the road, call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Andrew Kappas, Bill Powell back with you at the John Gillum Athletic Field. And Bill, what did you like from that scoring drive from Madison Southern? A very lengthy drive that ate up over half the quarter.
Well, I think they found that they can run the ball against them. When you've got Kelly there, big, strong guy, and also when they switch the quarterbacks up, and it just changes, mixes it up on the defense, makes it a little tougher for them. First of all, you got a passing guy in there. Then you turn it around, and you got a guy that's really elusive and really quick, and just puts a little different pressure on your defense.
Blair will kick it off. He's been a busy man tonight. He's both a receiver, a safety, and a kicker as well. His kick nearing the out-of-bounds marker, but it's handled, and a great job to rally to the ball as a tackle made at the 20-yard line, fielded by Matt DeLacy, and he's met by a whole host of Eagles tacklers, and he's dropped at the 20, and that's where Harrison will start with East Jessamine on their next drive.
DeLacy is a good kick returner that we have heard about, but I tell you, the coverage for Madison Southern both times has not really given him an opportunity to showcase any skills.
So Harrison, who has been somewhat subdued, at least by his standards here tonight, 14 touchdowns, 8 picks coming in with nearly 1,200 passing yards. He's got an empty box as he'll throw out to the side on the near sideline. Little screen action and a big hit delivered on the other end of it by Ethan Moore as the tackle made out of bounds. Burbage with the catch. Did pick up some yards, though, before he was hit out of bounds.
Hey, Ethan's a big guy for a defensive back, 6'2", 191, so he delivered a lick right there.
Not after 7 yards, though, were gained, and it's going to be 2nd down and 3 with 4:26 to go. They're trying to stop the clock. We'll see if they tack on about 5 or so extra more seconds there. They didn't see the first whistle. So they are going to put some time. That's what you love about high school, isn't it? You can hear the communication coming down from the field. They want 4:34, and they will get 4:34. So they put 6 seconds on the clock extra after the stoppage was missed. They had to get Radar out of the game. I think kind of came down hard on the sideline. They just want to make sure he's fine. Now looking over to the sideline. I think they're still sorting some things out. As East Jessamine looking over to the sideline. Now the play clock runs, and Harrison's ready to go. Empty backfield for him, so maybe a little bit more aggressive as he throws out across the middle. Catch bobbled, but made across the middle for a first down. Nice job to hang with it, Jacob Wright.
Yeah, really nice job. The first thing he did was look right, and, you know, defensively you're taught to follow the eyes and shoulders of the quarterback, and they did that. Then he turns right around, and then a little quick slant right there. But I'll tell you, they really was close there. The guy could have stepped in front of that, but it was just he really threaded the needle on that. So it was a nice play.
You always hear active hands as a linebacker or a defensive back, because when that ball is being bobbled, it can be kind of easy to knock that one out. But Madison Southern unable to do that. They pick up the first down to the 36-yard line as Harrison will pull it down. Makes one man miss as he slips a shoestring tackle, but he is brought down around the 39-yard line as 2 players converge on the near side, and they are able to break that one up relatively quickly. Some late action from Xander Daniels. But just a pickup of 2 there on what looked to be a broken play there, Bill.
Yeah, it did. He had to tuck it in right away and didn't really have any choice.
Well, Harrison picks up 2 on the QB keeper. Now he's got a lot of company with him. Running backs to his right and left. Fakes the handoff. He's got somebody right behind him. The late developing screen, and he does get the pass out. It's caught by Brady Cummins, but for a very short gain.
Yeah, they brought 5 men, and they had a 4-man front, and they brought that corner up and put some pressure on him. He had to get rid of it quickly. Linebacker stayed home, made the play.
Maybe a situation where they wanted those blocks to maybe develop a little bit more, but he just had to get rid of it.
Absolutely.
So the ball's now down to the 40. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Pick up a 2 on that play. Big 3rd down as this second quarter winds down. 2:35 to go. Harrison will take the snap with an empty backfield. Now he's got to run, but he's not going to get away. Big sack made by Ethan Diaz. Drops him out near the 24-yard line, and that'll force a punt. Great pressure by Diaz, who gets the sack.
That quarterback never had a chance to get his feet set, not even get his shoulders turned, and he got drilled and dropped right there. Nice play on the defensive side there.
Timeout. Madison Southern will stop the clock at 2:11. That'll get him an extra stoppage, and we'll take a timeout as well. Madison Southern trying to get the ball back. 4th down for East Jessamine as Madison Southern leads 6-0 here on Glycon.
New year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
6-0 Madison Southern, 2:11 to play in the second quarter. Check out the latest Birds bonus plus continuous score updates on glycod.com. MadisonSouthern.com. Thank you so much for making us a part of your Friday night. Andrew and Bill up here atop the press box in Berea, beautiful Berea, Kentucky. And they're going to fake the punt, and he had a man, and Bill, he was not looking for the ball.
I don't know how you can make that mistake. You call for a fake. He was wide open. The receiver never turned to find the ball. Had he turned around, stopped, and caught the ball, would have easily gotten the first down.
Jacoby Watts appeared to not be on the same page. It looked like he was going in coverage for a kick, and the ball was thrown behind him. And the fake will burn East Jessamine, and now great field position, Bill, for Madison Southern, already up 6-0.
If they take it in and score, that was a backbreaker right there. Not a bad call, obviously, because if they execute it, and they could have if he'd been turned around.
As Beard will take the snap, throw it out wide to the far side. Got some blocks, but that one closed down quickly out near the 27-yard line. Tackle made in the open field. Catch was made by Braden Hall, 5'6" junior. His first catch of the night. 2nd and 7, 1:45 to go here in the second quarter. 6-0 Madison Southern.
Again, going back to that fake punch, you cannot criticize a coach for that.
No. I mean, it worked. I mean, technically.
If the player had been aware, he turns around and catches it, then he gets all the accolades for making a great call.
Beard back. He's pressured. Has to throw it and met at the line. Good tackle made right there at the line of scrimmage by Sebastian Hesselback. And now a timeout. Madison Southern to stop the clock at 1:20 to go. It's going to set up a 3rd down and 6. They'll give him 1 yard on that catch.
Yeah, they set that inside screen again, but sometimes what teams do, and I don't know if he did not rush, but it looked like they left what they call a spy. And a guy that just stays there on the line, and he's ready for a draw, he's ready for a screen, and he's not necessarily looking to make a sack or a big tackle for loss, and it paid off for him there defensively. So nice job on East Jessamine's part.
So you have 1 timeout left if you're Madison Southern. You're marching down near the red zone, ball on the 26-yard line. What do you think we might see here from the Eagles?
They had a lot of success when they changed quarterbacks and let him run and spread people wide, maybe put trips to a side or twins to both sides, and spread that defense out and give him some running room.
Ethan Moore, that man that you mentioned lining up as wide receiver right now, he's alone on the top of your screen with Beard, the signal caller, as he has been most of the night outside of those couple of really nice draws from Moore. Let's see if they go to Moore, though. He's got a lot of green space in front of him. Beard looking his way. Throwing it now over the middle of the field. Contested ball and an incomplete pass at the goal line. Nice play made there in coverage by Sean Reed.
Yeah, he really made a nice throw. Even though he's throwing off his back foot, he put the ball on the money, but he had 2 guys right there with him. So even with a good throw, that was going to be hard to find some success with that.
So this will be about a 42-yarder or so for Blair, assuming it's him that's taking it. And it is. So Blair will line up with his holder at the 34-yard line. Blair 6 of 7 on the year from field goals. He did miss an extra point. It was actually blocked earlier tonight, although that was more on the snap and not really on Blair. Good snap here, good hold. Kick is on the way. It's got enough distance, but it hits the upright and is no good. Had the distance.
Had the distance 10 feet up on the upright, so easily had the distance. Probably could have kicked it 5 yards further back and just inches away.
Missed field goal will send us to a break as East Jessamine will try to score right before the half. 1:13 to play. They trail 6-0 here on Glycon.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time. While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
1:13 to play in the first half. Madison Southern leading 6-0, but East Jessamine gets the ball back after a missed field goal. They will fake the throw, have a handoff, and like a bowling ball running forward, it is White who brings it across and didn't get a whole lot there. And they have timeouts. Doesn't look like East Jessamine is going to use any of them. Madison Southern does get the ball first, by the way.
I wouldn't imagine so. I would think that they would want to just be safe and be glad that they're within one score here. As a matter of fact, one touchdown and an extra point, and they're in the lead. So no need to do anything very risky down in their end of the field.
Another handoff made, and now a little bit of open space out for a first down, maybe just shy of it, tackled there. It's Jacob Wright again. As the clock continues to run, they are going to move the chains, and stop the clock with 28.5 seconds to go while they get reset. But still a lot of space to go for East Jessamine if they're going to score, and not a lot of time to do it. They do got a couple of timeouts left if they so choose to use them.
Again, given the circumstances, I would be shocked if they really tried to throw downfield. Or, they could throw a little short screen or something. But if I was them, I wouldn't want to line up in punt formation again. It's always bad things can always happen. Yep. It's much easier to control the time when you're under center.
They are going to burn a timeout here, but I think that's more of just not having the communication down there between quarterback and coach. Looked like there was some confusion on the play call, so they do take their second timeout.
See, how many timeouts does Madison Southern have?
They got one left.
Okay. So chances are they may use it after this play.
Just to try to force something.
Exactly, something.
Because there hasn't really been chunk yardage for East Jessamine here tonight.
Right, when you look down this end of the field, a bad snap, a fumbled snap, a blocked punt, and, you're 15, 20 yards away from the end zone. So it's definitely worth using a timeout to force him into punt position.
So the ball at the 30-yard line. First down for East Jessamine, but again, only 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Madison Southern leading 6-0 on a touchdown from Braden Kelly, second of the year for the Eagles. They fake the handoff. Harrison's going to fire it deep. He's got a man, and off the tip of the fingers and out for an incompletion. Boy, in stride was James Burbage, but he just couldn't haul it in.
A really nice throw, and it was on the money. And there's no reason why Burbage couldn't have caught that. He did have three defenders behind him, but he did not have somebody right on him. And
that would have at least put them in field goal, or at least maybe knocking on the door of field goal range, still with the timeout to go. But might have gotten it down to the 30 or so by the time it was all said and done. But instead, it's just a long incompletion. 23.8 seconds now in the second quarter.
Before this play, I misspoke when I said I would be surprised if they did. I thought it was third down, so I messed up on that end.
Yeah, they just got that first down on the previous play as Harrison's just going to have to get rid of it. Throws it out across the line of scrimmage, so not grounding there. Good pressure there. In pursuit was Preston Williams. I think that's the second pressure, at least, maybe the third from Preston Williams tonight. He's been active in the backfield. The one sack for Madison Southern belonging to Diaz, but they've gotten some penetration into the backfield tonight.
Preston's a big boy. We mentioned that earlier. 6'2", 240. He's a load in there. So he's got 36. I think he leads the team with 36 tackles, 11 of those solo in the season. So he's a force defensively.
15 seconds to go. Harrison drops back. He's just going to fire it long into traffic, and the ball's picked off at the 40-yard line. Tackle made with 8 seconds to go. Intercepted by Taven Radar. Rader is able to get it out to the 40, and Rader has had a big night, Bill. We mentioned him early in the first quarter with a couple of big tackles, and then he comes up with that interception to turn it over for Madison Southern, who does get the ball first in the second half. Does that change how you approach things, knowing you get the ball first?
No, because they're out near midfield. Why not? Throw it deep, maybe get a pass interference, get another play, or maybe you throw one like they did to Burbage a while ago, and he holds on to it and races in. So
well,
you're not deep in your own end zone, so why not get in your end of the field, rather? So
Well, they are bringing out Ethan Moore to play quarterback. You were talking about that dual look for them. At least I think that was Moore, unless that's Rader who comes out to play. I just lost sight of him. That might have been Rader who was lining up at quarterback. We've not seen him yet do that.
You know, something we didn't mention about Ethan Moore earlier in the game, Andrew, is he in this conference, or this district rather, he's been the back-to-back player of the year for 2 years here. So this would be his third year. So he's been a big-time player in this district.
Does a little bit of everything for them. We mentioned the kickoff return for a touchdown, and he's got 9 catches coming in, and he's played a little bit of quarterback like we've talked about too. And, oh, by the way, he plays defense in the secondary.
Could never have too many guys like that.
No. So out of the timeout, 8.3 seconds to go. More than likely time for just one play. And it is going to be Ethan Moore who will take the snap for Madison Southern. Let's see what he decides to do here. Maybe a rollout of some kind to see if he has something downfield or he takes off. Ready to go. The ball will be snapped from the 44-yard line. Other side of midfield for the Eagles. Morton will roll out to his right, looking deep. He's going to throw deep, and it is picked off. And a nice 2-toe tap there to complete the interception for Brady Cummins as the two teams trade picks at the very end of the half. Steps out of bounds with 2 seconds to go.
You know, he's got a nice arm as well. Threw a really good ball right there. Just a little more air under that, and it's possible it could have gone for pay dirt right there, but he's definitely a talented athlete.
Brady Cummins, 5'11" junior wide receiver / DB as he was there, gets the pick, and I wonder if maybe East Jessamine might just kneel this one. No, they're still set up in shotgun, so they're going to try it with 2 seconds to go. Harrison will drop back and throw, fakes the screen. Now he goes out wide to his left. Clock expires, so Madison Southern just needs to make the tackle, which they haven't yet. The band starts playing. The ball taken out across the 40 down to the 43. Band was a little early on that one, Bill, but all is well that ends well for Madison Southern as they do get the tackle there to end the half. 6-0, Madison Southern leads. A lot of runs for both of these teams on the ground, and that kept that clock churning. Both of these defenses playing really well, some big turnovers in key moments, but maybe the play of the game so far, East Jessamine off a turnover, not able to capitalize and get points on it, and Madison Southern, despite a fumble by Kelly at the goal line, able to get that touchdown back, and they will lead 6-0 into the locker room. We'll have first half breakdown when we come back here on Glycon.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit OperationParent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
You're struggling with something in school. Sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast.
you can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Madnasium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Madnasium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Madnasium, we're changing lives through math.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, sponsor of tonight's Scholar Athlete. Mathnasium unlocks the math potential in every child.
Halftime here in Berea, 6-0, Madison Southern on top after one half of action and a beautiful night here at the John Gillum Athletic Field. Tonight's scoreboard is presented by Community Action Council, helping people, changing lives. The big one tonight on everybody's mind, Bill, is Male Douglas. Right now, Male leading Douglas 14-7 with 9:27 to go in the second quarter. Elsewhere, Scott County on top of Anderson County on the road 20-0 midway through the second quarter. Woodford County currently trailing at South Oldham 12-7, just underway in quarter number 2 there. And then Sayre up 21-0 on Bourbon County, early stages of quarter number 2. I know you just saw them. Mr. Pennington appears to be the real deal.
You know, I was just in awe, really, of the offense that he runs there at Lexington. Of course, shouldn't be surprised. You got Chad Pennington, longtime NFL quarterback at Marshall, set lots of records, threw for nearly 20,000 yards in the NFL, and it was just really so fun to watch them drive the ball down the field. Great throwing, great patterns. People are always open. And we're not talking about dinking and dunking. I mean, no, they're throwing 15, 20, 30-yard passes down the field. And Chad just has done just a fabulous job there at Lexington Sayre.
That's tonight's scoreboard presented by the Community Action Council. 6-0 on the rushing touchdown by Braden Kelly. He fumbled one earlier at the 1, but redeemed himself to give the only score of the game so far as the Eagles lead 6-0 at the break. We'll have more first half breakdown when we come back here on Glycon.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this. Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be a million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
With Fast Signs, create custom deep sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast Signs, make your statement.
Here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Halftime here at Madison Southern in Berea. Just a beautiful night for football as we come up on 6 minutes to go or so until the start of second half play. Lots of ground game between these two teams. East Jessamine running it quite a bit. Will Harrison, who came in completing 69% of his passes on the year, hasn't quite been able to get that throwing attack for the Jaguars going and off the ground just yet. Derek Morton, not heavily involved, came in with 333 rushing yards on the year. But if you look at Madison Southern, Braden Kelly is just a dropped ball away from 2 touchdowns here tonight. He was trying to drag a defender into the end zone midway through the first quarter at the 1-yard line when the ball was punched out and into the end zone, recovered for a touchback fumble. But he did get his revenge, spinning his way and kind of backflipping almost his way on a lunge backwards into the end zone for his second rushing touchdown of the year. He's been the player of the night so far for Madison Southern, and a big reason why they lead 6-0 here in front of a big crowd on hand tonight. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Night. The pink all throughout the seats. They did a great job not only promoting this, but getting the turnout in the community as well here in Berea, as my man Bill back with us, Bill Powell, and just talking about how that passing game not quite going just yet for East Jessamine. Nice job by Madison Southern shutting it down.
Yeah, and we didn't know what to expect, really. We hadn't had an opportunity to see him throw, hadn't seen their offense. And he's thrown for quite a few yards on the season, nearly 1,200 yards, but doesn't throw a lot of deep balls. I think apparently a lot of their offense comes from throwing short yardage and getting guys in space and letting them run with the ball. And but Madison Southern's done a good job. They've shut that down, and they've not really allowed East Jessamine an opportunity to get untracked in their passing game.
And Madison Southern up 6-0 at halftime, and a great job to get their running game going. They've also mixed it up a little bit as well, as we've talked about. Ethan Morton coming in to run a few plays as he has been all year, and it's been a lot of fun to watch this chess match between these two coaches, and we should have a great second half in front of us as it's a one-possession game. 6-0 at the break. We'll be back with more halftime coverage in just a moment here on Glycod.
New year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
6-0. Our score, Madison Southern on top of East Jessamine in a defensive chess match here so far tonight in Berea. It's been a lot of fun. Andrew and Bill with you here tonight. And East Jessamine, that passing game that we talked about pregame, hasn't quite been able to get going, but let's see if they've made any second-half adjustments. And I'm also curious to see if we're going to see more Ethan Moore at the QB position, because he's been rather dynamic for Madison Southern. But before we talk more about that, let's get to tonight's Scholar Athlete of the Week. It's presented by Mathnasium, changing lives through math. These two teams have done such a nice job in the classroom. Talked to both coaches about the importance of the classroom for both. And they've done such a great job on both sides of things as Braden Kelly for Madison Southern. The touchdown scorer here tonight, we didn't plan that one, but that was decided pregame. But Kelly's got a 4.0 GPA, came into tonight, Bill, with 40 carries for 288 yards, and had a touchdown coming in. He's got a touchdown tonight, almost has two when you factor in that one lost at the goal line. But nonetheless, he's had a big night, and I really like the attitude of being able to shake that fumble off.
Yeah, and you know what? I would probably give him the ball more. I mean, when I look at it, when we're 6 games in the season and I see 40 carries, I'm like, that's a guy that he's going to pack it 25 times a game for me. And but you know, they've got a lot of tools out there. They've got a lot of weapons. You know, they've got 3 receivers, and of course you don't want to overlook Ethan Moore, who can do a lot of things for you. He can run the ball, he can throw the ball, and of course, obviously, he can catch the ball. And so, you know, they're going to want to get him into the plays as much as possible. But just as far as that steady ground game, he's a hard-nosed runner.
Madison Southern, you may remember, deferred. They won the toss and deferred before the ball game, so they will get the ball first here to start the second half, leading 6-0 over East Jessamine. They've put some extra time up on the scoreboard to get ready here for the third quarter, so that can give us a little bit more time for a little bit further breakdown here, Bill. But the one thing I really liked about Madison Southern and what they did defensively is they have made Harrison make a quick decision. A lot of those screen plays, which normally take time to develop, he hasn't had the luxury of being able to sit in there and let those blocks happen. He's been having to make a decision, I think, much earlier than he's wanted.
Sure, and we talked about that at halftime. He has made very few throws tonight, Andrew. He's actually gotten set, got it thrown off his back foot and got planted. It seems like almost every throw he's on the run, he's on his back heels, he's leaning back, he's always being pressured, and he's not really had an opportunity to set and just throw a good strike like you want to as a quarterback.
And I like what Madison Southern does with their quarterback, Gabe Beard. He is the lion's share of the passing attempts. Tonight, not so many. Came in with 77 attempts on the year, nearly 700 yards and 6 touchdowns. But you're starting a sophomore at quarterback, which is such a daunting task at the 5A level. And they don't ask him to do too much, which I think is really good when you have a sophomore running the show.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where you say you want to be able just to manage the game. And I think that's what they're asking of him. And he's doing a nice job of that. Controlling the ball. You know, both of them have had some issues with turnovers, but we had the one turnover on the basically the Hail Mary there. But,
sure.
But other than that, We had, of course, the big one that Kelly fumbled in the end zone. So we've had 2 turnovers.
No, that's the. I think that's maybe for me the key play of the game was then it was a controversial, maybe ball doesn't lie situation, but East Jessamine recovering that punt that they said was touched and thus becoming a live ball. They recovered that fumble on the plus side of the field. They're not able to do anything with it, and I think that defensive stand really propelled Madison Southern the rest of that first half defensively.
And that's interesting from a statistical standpoint. Who do you give that fumble to?
Yeah,
in other words, who actually touched the ball? I didn't see anybody touch it.
It wasn't very clear. I mean, you and I both thought that it was, and it's tough to tell because you got a bunch of people running to the same spot. But it certainly looked like to us, and granted, we're far away from it, so who knows that it was East Jessamine. But nonetheless, but all is well that ends well for Madison Southern. They were able to get that stop and then get their score of their own. 6-0 they lead, and the teams will huddle up one final time before we get started here in half number 2. Thought you were firing up your Harley outside there for a moment. A little startled me for a second. Thought you were on their way out of here, Bill. We got a whole half to play. 6-0, Madison Southern in front. And, one thing that, we had that kick, that field goal from R.J. Blair, that hit the upright on the goalpost, I should say, on the right side. He's got a leg on him, and that could factor in. This is still a one-possession game, which Madison Southern would love to change when they get the ball first here to start half number 2.
Oh, absolutely. And, with all due respect, I think East Jessamine's got a kicker, too. I see down here his longest is 40 yards. Yep. And so both teams.
You love when the specialists can get the job done.
Certainly has a little more interest. When a guy can't kick a field goal, it changes things defensively and, of course, offensively. But
R.J. Blair back to receive for Madison Southern. He'll be joined by Braden Kelly. Those two do pretty much everything offensively for the Eagles, or a little bit of everything, I should say. Kelly on the far side, Blair on the near side, as the kickoff forthcoming for East Jessamine. Kicking it off from the 40. First time they've had to kick off tonight. And it's a low squib kick, and it's fielded, and that's good coaching right there. Just went down at the 30. Fielded it cleanly and said, I do not want to run this. Dalton Maynard, a 6'1 tight end, sophomore, recovered it, had it, and he said, nope, I'm just going to stop right here.
I had to laugh when you said that, Andrew, because I remember lots of coaches like, if you get the ball, fall on it. Don't run.
Yeah.
You're not here to run. That's not your job.
You go in there expecting to block, and then all of a sudden you got the ball at your feet. Well, just fall on it. But a great job by Maynard to recover that squib kick, and it'll be decent field position to start things for Madison Southern. They'll take over at their own 30. So let's see if we see more Braden Kelly. Beard in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. He'll drop back, evade pressure. He wants to throw, a little bit underthrown, but had his man beat. Bryant Brock, who had a big catch in the first quarter, had some space behind him between the defender and himself there, Bill.
He did. Just, a little more error of the ball, and it could have been 6 points right there.
Good play call out of the I love that, too, out of the locker room. They've been conservative all night, and they take a shot there right to start things.
Similar to what they did to start the game, right?
Yeah.
A little.
But they did go conservative after that big shot in the first quarter. Let's see if they follow suit here on 2nd and 10 to start the third quarter. Kelly lining up to the right of Beard. Beard hands it off. Kelly met at the line, stood up, and he'll bring it out across the 31 before he's gang tackled and brought down. Just a pickup of one by Kelly.
Yeah, just sort of a little stutter step there, waiting for the blocks to develop, and it never really did. Nice job of shutting that down. They're running a 3-4 defense, and they walk some of those outside linebackers up sometime, but those 3 interior guys for East Jessamine have done a pretty good job up front.
3rd down and 9. Beard going to stay in at quarterback. Braden Kelly to his left. Beard in the shotgun, drops back a couple of steps, good protection, but now he's got to spin out of it, and he's got some green space in front of him. He's going to run out of bounds. No, he lowers his shoulder, and he's met at the sideline, but he brings it across the 40 for a first down and a flag. And it's hard to tell from our distance there, Bill, but do you think he was hit on the sideline? Not sure what the call is here.
I don't know what that is.
We'll find out here momentarily. The Madison Southern is not moving backwards, and they're not moving the ball yet. Well, they threw the flag. Might have just been a sideline warning maybe because they didn't announce a penalty. Yeah, that's what it was. That PA announcer just comes through. Sideline warning. So it's a pickup of 12 on the QB scramble on 3rd and 9. And now he's in some trouble, and what a tackle made as that ball thrown over, and that's going to be intentional grounding. Great pressure. Credit the sack for Jason Mako.
You know, Andrew, we've bragged on him all night, so I'm going to feel comfortable in saying this, but Braden Kelly, the last 2 plays, has not really done a good job of blocking. He just threw an elbow at that guy and let him run right through him to the quarterback, and on the play before, actually blocked him out towards the quarterback, and which forced him to have to run. So he's shown the ability to run hard, but, you know, he's going to have to understand his role as a blocking back too.
I think they're going to pick up the flag, Bill. They're just going to call this an incomplete pass.
Maybe they're going to say that someone was in that area or in that direction.
He did kind of throw it at the feet of Kelly.
Oh, no, we're going to get a roughing. Is that roughing the passer? We've got a penalty here.
Okay, here we go.
No signal yet.
So here, yeah, they are calling roughing. Personal foul penalty.
Well, that's really a break for Madison Southern.
That's a big change. I mean,
I didn't really see that.
I didn't. That's about a 30-yard swing.
Yes.
So the ball brought out now to the 43 after that. 6-0 right now. Madison Southern driving, and that was a big lifeline because that would have been a loss of about 12 yards or so, Bill. So actually more than a 30-yard swing. So it's across midfield now after the roughing. Beard will drop back. Good protection this time, but nobody open, so he takes off and evades the shoestring tackle and finds an open receiver. Bryant Brock sitting there, and the flag comes in.
I would not be surprised if that was past the line of scrimmage that time. He came awfully close at time earlier in the game, and we'll see here. It may not be that, but
doesn't look like they're moving the ball forward, so I think this one is coming back. Yep, they're Madison Southern backing up. I think you're right. He took off, and I think he wanted to run, but then he saw Brock right there wide open. He thought, well, why not I just throw it to him? But,
exactly.
You know, like they joke about on TV, they don't have the blue line out there, and they're still talking about it, sorting it through, but back-to-back plays where we've had a bit of a healthy debate.
Actually, both sides threw a flag, so both guys saw that. They're studying the line judges on both sides. I say both line judges, if that's what it was.
But, you know, they have not moved the ball yet. And I wonder if they're picking this flag up. Nope, they are. They are calling it, so it is beyond the line of scrimmage. An illegal forward pass. The official term for that on the infraction. So we've had a little bit of everything in this third quarter after a fairly pedestrian first and second quarter. You know, we're only a minute and a half in, and we've had a roughing that was coming from a maybe intentional grounding now to an illegal forward pass. They're still sorting out where the line of scrimmage is, I think.
It's not a rare call, but you don't see it that often.
No. They're still talking about exactly where this ball is supposed to be placed. Laundry still on the field atop the 40-yard line on the near side. They're still talking. I was going to say they have to move him back a little further. It's not just a loss of down, and that's what was, you know, kind of being acted like there for a moment. But they do bring it back to the 46-yard line. So 2nd down and 13.
They've got 3rd down, so I may
third down. I'm sorry.
Loss of down.
Yeah, loss of down. 3rd down and 13. Low snap, Beard hands it off, and a big hole on the left side. Now getting to the sideline is Kelly. Kelly out across the 15, down to the 10, 5, touchdown. He got a big block on the left side, Bill, and once he got outside, he was gone.
Really nice job there. He broke, and as you said, he waited and let that guy make his block and then accelerated by him. He had the sideline. He saw that there was clear running to the end zone. Nice job of running there.
Found his way bouncing to the outside to double the lead for Madison Southern pending the extra point. That is now 2 rushing touchdowns for Braden Kelly. And it would have been 3 had it not been for that 1 yard.
It would have been 3, absolutely.
So they'll get into the kicking formation with 12 seconds on the play clock. R.J. Blair, who had an extra point blocked because of a bad snap earlier tonight, will try to push one through. Clean snap this time. Good hold, and the kick is up and good for R.J. Blair, and he'll make it a 13-0 lead for Madison Southern over East Jessamine. Braden Kelly, a bowling ball there. This time, though, uses the legs and the speed. Waits for the block from the left tackle. Got outside and ran it in for a score. 10:14 to play here in the third quarter. It's 13-0 Madison Southern here on Glycon.
A tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Braden Kelly's second rushing touchdown of the night. And Madison Southern leads 13-0 over East Jessamine with 10:14 to play in quarter number 3. Interested in a corporate partnership with Glycod on our high school athletics platform or have a programming idea? Drop us a note at glycod.com. Andrew Kappas, Bill Powell here with you tonight. Kickoff time, I should say, for Madison Southern. R.J. Blair, who just hit the extra point, will send this one away. Back to return, Matt DeLacy for East Jessamine. DeLacy will come up and get it at the 13-yard line. Wants to break it outside to the far side, but he is wrestled down at the 22. Another great coverage there by Madison Southern. DeLacy, a talented returner, but he hasn't been able to find space tonight.
They've really not done a great job of picking up those guys.
No.
To his credit, he just really hasn't had much of an opportunity. Number 23, Derek Morton, came through there and just grabbed him around the shoulders and slung him down. And he didn't have it. They tried to set up a wall on the opposite side. He just couldn't make it to the wall.
So Will Harrison out for his first possession of the second half. Hands it off. Nope, a fake handoff. Swings it out wide to Morton. Morton able to make a man miss out to the 30, now down to the 40 before he's pushed out of bounds. Derek Morton getting loose, normally the running back for East Jessamine. And he takes that one for about 17, maybe 18 yards.
Nice play call to start this series for them. Good, nice job there. Finding it out in space.
Biggest play of the night for East Jessamine. They're out to the 41, first down and 10. Now a handoff out to the near side. Some space ripping through a man is Morton. Morton running down to the 30, to the 20, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 11-yard line. And a late flag coming in as he's wrestled down well out of bounds. That'll tack on a few more yards. But Derek Morton, a guy that we didn't hear a lot from in the first half, Bill, but boy, is he making himself known in half number 2.
And, you know, that was just a silly penalty on Madison Southern's part. He ran him 4 yards out of bounds and then slung him down, and the referee was right on top of it. And, but nice job with Morton right there. Yeah, where has he been?
Morton, their leading rusher, came in with 333 yards. Also has played a little bit of QB this year as well. Or DB, I should say, has 1 pick on the year. So Harrison looking toward the sideline to get the call. He's got Sean Reed behind him. But Madison Southern a little bit discombobulated defensively. They will burn a timeout, stopping the clock at 9:52 in the third quarter. 13-0, Bill. Madison Southern in front, but you really like what you see from this East Jessamine offense, who have come alive through their running back, Derek Morton.
Yeah, apparently they went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and said, we can run on this team, guys. We're just not staying with our blocks. We're not creating enough of a seam to allow our backs to make something happen in there. And, of course, they had the little short pass that they made a good gain on, but I think they have made some positive changes, and their approach is different than it started this game.
Because of the blocked extra point on the first touchdown by Braden Kelly, just simply getting it into the end zone would make it back a one-possession game. And they will take over at the 7-yard line, or rather resume the drive, I should say, at the 7-yard line after the personal foul penalty. In the backfield, it's Peyton Music. Handed off to him, Music, and it's a fake pass, or rather a fake run up the middle. They fooled two linebackers, but didn't fool the safeties. They were home, and just a throwaway there for Harrison.
Yeah, that's something we've seen several times tonight. They fake the dive in there. He does a good job faking the dive.
He really does.
And he just wheels right up and throws a quick slant. You're hoping to freeze those linebackers, but they've done it several times. But those two safeties stayed home, and they were right on top of that.
Music back there again. This time they will hand it off. He shuffles through a couple defenders before he's brought down out near the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal. And Music's going to stay out there. He must be their goal line back with Harrison in the pistol. Quick snap, handoff to Music. Music through some traffic, gets down to the goal line where he is stopped just shy of it. At the half-yard line, Bill, you're down 13. You think they might go for it here on 4th down?
Absolutely. That's really the 3-inch line.
I mean, just barely. This is one of those, if we were playing on Sunday, they'd take about 15 minutes looking at to see if he crossed the plane.
Music does I'll tell you what he does a really good job of down near the goal line. These last two plays, he runs almost like slithering.
Yeah.
And just sort of slithers through there, finds his blockers, finds just a little crease to get in there. Done a nice job.
Not your typical goal line back that's just trying to be a bowling ball down there. Although, speaking of bowling balls, they do bring back in Derek Morton. Or, I'm sorry, that is a new running back now. Circling in is Jacob Wright, who does have a handful of carries tonight. Wright, a big body, though. Morton and Wright are there in the backfield. Harrison, though, under center. Harrison will sneak it. Waiting for the signal. It's a touchdown for Harrison and East Jessamine on the QB sneak as flags come in. We've had some extracurriculars here late in the second quarter, and that seems to have bled into the third quarter as well. But right now it's a touchdown for East Jessamine on the Harrison sneak to make it back to a one-possession game.
I think we have two separate flags. I don't think it's the same call. I think we had a call before the play ran, so it would be an offensive. I don't know what.
Personal foul. I think it's going to be 2 fouls. And it's should be offsetting because they pointed. Yeah, it is offsetting. So I didn't see the call that was on East Jessamine, my apologies, but I did see the personal foul call on Madison Southern. So
I don't know what that call was, but they've moved the ball back.
Now they're talking about the spot. If it's offsetting penalties, it should just be at the as you said, Bill, the 3-inch line.
Yeah, I don't see how you can have a personal foul and benefit from that.
They're still sorting it out. Now the line judge is coming down. I mean, that ball was right at the goal line when they snapped it previously because Harrison snuck it in. They're still talking about it. And I believe it's the spot of the ball that's the issue, and
Coach Payne,
he's not picking it up.
Coach Payne was not happy with that either. He's wanted a clarification.
I don't understand that, Bill. How do you lose 2 yards on that after a personal foul penalty? I know it was offsetting, but at the very least, the ball should just be right back where it was.
Apparently, it's a rule understanding that passes my understanding here. I just don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, they're going to have to take it from the 2. And now they're going to stop it again and get together again.
I think that referee's saying, on second thought, let's see here.
Did somebody remember that the ball was at the 3-inch line? Let's see. No, they're not moving it. Yeah, unfortunately, we are not going to get an explanation because we are far away from the field as to why they are moving this to the 2-yard line. But nonetheless, they're going to go for it, East Jessamine, on 4th down. They'll hand it off. Music is tripped up and tackled and dropped on 4th and goal. Tackle made behind the line of scrimmage by Braden Kelly, who has 2 touchdowns on offense, a big tackle there on defense, and a player down for East Jessamine. Slow to get up is Music, the man who is running.
I think Kelly just pretty much came through untouched right there. He made a nice play.
Yeah, that's a tough break, though, if you're East Jessamine. Had the ball at the half-yard line, if that, and then we still are, it's unclear why it got moved back to the 2 on offsetting penalties. And it's going to take 6 points off the board for East Jessamine. That's the bad news. The good news is they have them backed up at the 2, and their defense will try to make a play.
Be interesting to see what East Jessamine does defensively here. They've been running a 3-man front, but it looks like they've got one backer walked up. So, and they've been doing that off and on.
8:38 to 8:39 rather in the third quarter. It's 13-0 Madison Southern as they take back over on downs. And a whistle and movement up front. They got laundry all over the field. And it's going to be a false start on Madison Southern, although they don't have a whole lot of room to go in terms of backwards direction. So they'll move them back half the distance. Now the ball truly at the 1. As Beard is back to snap it in the shotgun. They get the ball out across Kelly, dragging 3 defenders with him, and is able to get Madison Southern off the goal line, and he brings it out near the 7.
Not only did he drag a couple of guys with him, but if he'd gotten by that last guy, he might be looking at a 98-yard run there. So good job of putting his head down, running behind his pads, and that's what a coach wants to see when you're in a situation like that. No upright running.
Pickup of 6, so that brings up 2nd and 5. Blair is the back. They hand it off. Blair met at the line, but he's able to spin forward.
That's going to be really close.
And bring it out to the 12-yard line. I think the line to gain was the 12, so we'll see if they move the chains. R.J. Blair, the ball carrier, and they are going to give him a first down. So they'll move the chains, and a nice job by Madison Southern to get off the goal line there. That's always your first task, isn't it, when you're backed up like that?
I would imagine, of course, every time I've predicted something like this, they've proven me wrong, but with this lead, and as long as they can keep running the ball, eating away at the clock, and gaining yardage, they'll continue to do that.
Beard, he'll throw it, swinging it out wide to the near side. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's in possession, Ethan Moore.
Or a low-risk pass.
It's as good as a run, right?
As good as a run.
That swing-out pass.
Nothing too risky.
So it's a pickup of 4 out to the 16-yard line. Checking back in Bryant Brock. He's been the target downfield when they have gone downfield in terms of the wide receiver position. But Beard with Blair to his left. Interesting that we're seeing Blair line up more at running back in this second half. But it's on the jet sweep. The handoff made and some space out to the 30. Pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line, getting free. It's that man again, Ethan Moore. He's been electric when they've been able to get the ball in his hands.
Oh, if it hadn't been for Jacoby Watts coming across from the cornerback position and knocking him out of bounds, he would have gone the distance again. So that's 2 plays that almost went the distance here just in the last four plays.
Picks up 19 on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 35. On a drive that started at the 2, technically the 1 after a false start. Madison Southern moving the ball. DeShields the back. Beard the quarterback. Beard hands it off. DeShields taking it out to the left side. He breaks it out to the 40, pushed out of bounds, now dragged out of bounds at the 45. Samaj DeShields, 5'7" sophomore. We called him a change of pace back earlier tonight, and boy, he provides that explosiveness.
Yeah, it looks like they tried to run a trap. They brought the guard and tackle from the opposite side, but instead of cutting up in there wasn't anything there. He bounced outside, used his speed out there, and picked up some valuable yardage.
So it's a 1st down out to the 45, pickup of 10. So chunk plays here, right, Bill? 19 and then 10. And they're out to the 45 near midfield. Beard, handoff. Kelly able to dance around one defender. Now he mows through the linebacking core before he's tackled by a safety out near the 43.
East Jessamine brought 6 guys on that. The 3 down linemen, of course, 2 middle linebackers, and a defensive end. So actually 7 guys. And that's great, but when a guy breaks the line right there, then he's got a really good chance of getting a long run. And just one guy stepped in there and kept that from
12-yard run. First guy met him as he got the ball in the backfield, and that was really the key play, wasn't it, Bill? Because if you make that tackle, it's a loss of 3. It's a 15-yard swing because that tackle was missed. So it's another 1st down. 3 plays, 3 first downs consecutively for Madison Southern. Let's see if they hand it right back to Kelly. His motor's been churning tonight. Beard with the handoff. Kelly kind of slipped there. He's able to keep his footing, and they push him forward out to the 38-yard line.
Same play again. Brent brought the guard back over in a trap play, and he tried to run right off his rear end right there. And there wasn't much there, but he's a powerful running back and still able to grind out, 4 yards there, almost 5.
Yeah, I thought he was going to fall down, but he kept his footing and was able to kind of move to his right a little bit, and that might have been the biggest hole. Granted, as you said, not a lot of room regardless, but it's a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 at the 38. DeShields back in. He'll move to the left of Beard. Pre-snap motion. DeShields gets the handoff, and great penetration this time from East Jessamine. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten 1 there, Bill, maybe 2 if he was able to stretch that ball out.
It's really interesting. He only got a yard there, but you could just see the explosiveness with that kid. He's so quick, and if they can just create a little seam, a little gap for him, he's going to pick up some big yardage right there. But he's got a bright future.
Yeah,
absolutely. He's really quick.
Absolutely. They give him 2. It's going to be 3rd down and a long 4. 4 down territory, one would think, as well. Kelly, the running back. A lot of guys up on the line of scrimmage on the left side. They'll hand it off to Kelly. He goes left. Kelly breaks it out to the 30. Leapfrogs a man. Gets to the 20 before he runs out of bounds at the 16. Kelly's starting to take over here in the second half.
You know, they've run a different back in there, so they're keeping the backs fresh right here. If you look, he tries to hit over the right guard, but breaks it back over left and finds the seam, does a nice job, and he's had success with that play several times tonight.
Oh, Kelly brings him down to the 18-yard line. He's out to the left of Beard. 4 plays, or rather make that 5 first downs on this drive. The snap is low. Not sure if that was the plan. It might have been, because that's a new quarterback as Moore comes back in, but that one sniffed out by East Jessamine. He's tackled at the 18 for no gain.
Yeah. Low snap again. Moore caught it at his ankles and made the best of it there. It looked like it was going to be for a 3 or 4 yard loss, but with his athleticism, he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. But they're doing a really good job of staying fresh in that backfield. They're rotating quarterbacks, they're rotating running backs. Everybody's coming in. They want the ball. They're running hard. And that's putting a lot of pressure on this defensive front and linebacking core.
3:15 to go in the third quarter. 13-0 Madison Southern, and they are driving. 2nd and 10 at the 18. Beard will drop back and throw. Wants to go to the near side. Moore makes the catch. Was he in bounds? No, out of bounds. Just out of real estate there. Ethan Moore with the grab, but the orange part not in bounds, so it's just incomplete.
No, if he'd have thrown that over his inside shoulder as opposed to his outside shoulder, he made a nice catch, even though it was 3 yards out of bounds right there. But he should have thrown it with the inside shoulder, and Moore showed his ability to go up and make a play.
So 3rd and 10 at the 18. They've had some success throughout this one, and now there's going to be a timeout. Madison Southern didn't like the look out of the huddle, and recognizing that this is a great chance for them to go up 3 scores, will call timeout to get that play call right. And even Steven, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, 13-0. Madison Southern in front. If you are East Jessamine, you cannot afford, with the clock now becoming a little bit of your enemy, to give up a touchdown here, right, Bill?
Absolutely. And, same thing with the field goal.
Right.
If they don't get enough yardage, or if they get 5 yards here, they may elect to kick a field goal or attempt a field goal. And if they do that, then that's 3 scores. So they really need to get a stop and keep them out of field goal range, or block a field goal, or just whatever it takes to keep that from happening.
13-0 our score. A field goal would technically still be 2 possessions, but you talk about a gargantuan task, though, with how things have gone in the red zone tonight for East Jessamine. They haven't had many trips down there, but did not go well after the ball was moved back to the 2 on their original 4th down play. But let's see what Madison Southern does here. They're going to hand it off on the jet sweep. A little end around. Flag is down on the play as the ball taken out near the 2-yard line. First time we've seen a touch from Braden Hall, who got loose, but I think this one's coming back, Bill.
Yeah, another kid with some real explosiveness right there. Braden Hall right there. He's 5'6", 140 pounds. But got some good wheels.
And he got
turned the corner.
And he got a running start too, didn't he? Because of that jet sweep.
Yes, he did.
But it is a holding call, so that's going to negate a first down that would have brought it down to the 3, maybe even the 2-yard line. Instead, it's going to be a 3rd and 20 play coming up at the 28. And this one really knocked him out of, I don't want to say knocked him out of field goal range. They still may try it with Blair from this distance, but it's certainly much harder.
Yeah, be a 45-yard field goal.
Kelly to the right of Beard. Let's see what they elect to do on 3rd and 20. A handoff to Kelly, breaks it out outside on the left, gets down to the 20, stutter step, makes 2 men miss, goes across another defender before he's finally pushed out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Kelly just refusing to go down. He picks up 16 on the play, and
that's the exact same play that they've had so much success with Kelly. He tries to hit it up inside in there, bounces it to the outside. Someone is lost contain, and he just turns it up, gets the corner, and they were lucky he'd make it to the end zone on that. Good hard running, and he's got good speed for a big guy.
They call him out at the 11-yard line, so it's 4th and 3, and they're going to go for it. And why not, with the way Kelly's been running? Beard will hand it off to Kelly. Kelly met in the backfield, able to spin and fall forward. I don't know if he got enough.
No.
He did not. They say he's down at the 13-yard line. He was able to spin out of the first tackle, which he has done so often tonight, but great job at rallying to the football by East Jessamine to get a much-needed 4th down stop. That'll be a turnover on downs. And East Jessamine, the Jaguars, will take over with 1:55 to go. And now all of a sudden, Bill, we mentioned they couldn't give up a score there to keep it a 2-possession game. Now you're right back in this thing. Still
Absolutely.
Some time in the third quarter. You come down here and score, it's a 1-possession game.
Absolutely.
Assuming the score is a touchdown, that is. A handoff. And we're going to see a little bit more, one would assume. And there he is there, Derek Morton, who had a great drive out of the locker room for East Jessamine on their first drive of the half. Pick up a 3. We'll get the clock moving, though, as we approach a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. 13-0 Madison Southern as Harrison in the shotgun. Handoff. Nope, fake handoff. He is so good at pulling that late. He finds Kelly, who breaks it across the 23-yard line for a first down. Rather, that's Derek Morton on the play, who makes the catch, and he broke it across the 23, so a first down.
Nice play action there. Obviously, they're going to want to try to get the ball in Morton's hands a lot more than they did the first half.
That has been a clear point of emphasis from East Jessamine, hasn't it? Harrison drops back to pass, wants to go deep. Got a man down there, a little underthrown. 50-50 ball, battling for it was Brady Cummins, but it's broken up at the last moment. Great play downfield.
It was Braden Hall.
Braden Hall, who had that long run that was brought back on the holding call on offense, made that terrific play on a 50-50 ball, really.
Oh, yeah, and good coverage. You know, I mentioned earlier, he's just a smaller guy, 5'6", 140.
He got up there.
He got up there. He's athletic.
So 2nd down and 10 at the 23-yard line. Harrison will hand it off. Nope, another pull as he swings it across. Great open field tackle as Kelly dropped. Raider with the tackle. And this is not what you want to see. As slow to get up is Derek Morton, who's been so big for the Jaguars in the second half. And you hope it's just the wind knocked out of him, because he did kind of get hit in the midsection, but
I think it's more like a Charlie horse there. You know, football players now don't wear knee pads, and he just drilled him right in the thighs, hit him low, and caused him to flip over. So he'll probably have a good thigh bruise from that, would be my guess. I don't know that it appears to be a joint issue, but, yeah, he's
back up on his feet, and that's good to see.
Yeah, just a good hard open field, hard tackle.
Hopefully he'll be able to come back in shortly. He'll have to sit out at least one play. May go get checked out by the training staff just to be safe. So they did pick up 3, by the way, on that passing play, Bill, to Kelly, or to Morton, excuse me. So it will be a 3rd and 7, a little bit more manageable, but still fairly long and behind the sticks. 43.6 seconds to go in the third quarter. 13-0 Madison Southern. East Jessamine with the ball, needing to score on this drive to bring themselves back within a possession. Jacob Wright, the new running back. And it's a trick play. They're going to throw downfield. It's nearly picked off. The ball dropped by Ethan Moore. Matt DeLacy on the trick play ended up coming up with that football to throw it downfield. And then Ethan Moore had it for a moment but dropped it.
I think Ethan was thinking touchdown there.
Yeah.
No, it was just
I think you're right, because he had a lot of space in front of him and not many people there with him. So, East Jessamine will punt. Franco into punt. 5'8" senior.
He gets rid of that ball really quick. They've put some pressure on him all evening, but he does a good job of getting rid of it quickly.
High snap, and it goes over the top of him. He's unable to cover it up. The ball bouncing. It's picked up by Madison Southern, and it's in for a touchdown. Raider able to get to it after it went over the head of Franco, and Raider gets it across the line for 6, and Madison Southern, a little bit of breathing room, leads 19-0.
What a bad break for East Jessamine, but a great turn of events there for Madison Southern. Just a little over the outstretched hands. He tried to come up with it, and you know, when you're just trying to really reach down quickly and get it, it just seems to be more slippery. And it took a fortuitous bounce from Madison Southern, picked it up, and walked in for the easy score.
Well, East Jessamine tonight has had trouble on those long snaps. Remember that extra the play earlier tonight on the punt? I believe it was a low snap that he was able to get off, but this one a high one. So, a flag thrown. I think the play clock had gone down to 0, and indeed it did. It's a delay of game on Madison Southern. 21.1 seconds to go, 19-0. changes the strategy, one would think, Bill, for this this play after the score.
That caught me by surprise, too. I didn't realize that much time had elapsed.
Yeah, they're still going to line up with Kelly to his left. Instead, Beard will throw it across the middle, taking a lick and catching it for the two-point conversion is Bryant Brock.
Bryant ran a short post on that, ran across the goal, almost a slant, but a little post action, caught it in between two defenders. Nice throw by the quarterback there. He knew he was going to take a lick, but he held on to it, and that's why they went ahead and ran the play, because they knew what they were going to do, whether you're 3 yards or 8 yards.
That makes up for that missed extra point earlier tonight. 21-0 Madison Southern here in the late stages of the third quarter on Glycon.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Matthew DeLacy back to receive the kickoff for East Jessamine after the two-point conversion that was hauled in by Bryant Brock. Madison Southern leads 21-0, and they're going to try a little bit of an onside trickery, but it's covered up on the far side by East Jessamine. Getting to the ball first was Jason Mako, and he covers it up, and it'll be good field position for East Jessamine, but much bigger deficit to work with than what they had earlier, down 21-0 now after that 8-point trip for Madison Southern.
So there's a fair amount of time left that they can do this, but they can't afford too much wasted time.
Yeah.
In other words, they don't have to start throwing downfield, but they need to make substantial we got a flag.
And illegal procedure called against Madison Southern. So is that on the kickoff, I would assume? Maybe somebody came across that line too early?
Probably so.
So that's going to give a little bit of extra yardage for East Jessamine to work with to get their drive started.
And you wonder why Madison Southern would do that, but an onside kick in this situation. But one of the things, too, is as a coach, you want to be able to work on things in a game situation even when you don't need them, so that when you do need them, you've executed it in a game situation. So I don't have any problem with them doing that.
Interestingly enough, East Jessamine is elected to have this re-kicked.
I cannot believe it.
I am with you. They have a lot of confidence, I know, in their returner, Matt DeLacy. But they had great field position, with even better field position because of the penalty.
Well, they're going to have to block a little better for him than they had on previous returns. But,
Let's see if Blair will. He's still kind of standing on top of it. Now he's backing up, so I think he is going to send this one away. So Blair will kick it off. DeLacy back to receive as Blair just kind of pops this one up. Picked up by East Jessamine, and across the 35 down to the 36 is Rainey. And East Jessamine loses, Bill, about 15 yards or so, maybe 20 yards, electing to re-kick instead of just taking the yardage on the illegal procedure.
I really don't know what the thinking is there, but I'm not the head coach.
The ball is out to the 36, but that's good confidence in the returner, though. We'll say that much. But nice idea there by Blair to pop that one up and maybe kind of take that away. So they'll take over at the 36 with the Jaguars. A handoff, fake handoff again on that RPO. And an open field tackle. DeShields wrestles him down as he met him right as he caught it. What a play by DeShields. We talked about his running prowess. That was a nice play to get the open field tackle, as it'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Great quarter for Madison Southern in the third period, as they have expanded this lead. They lead by 3 touchdowns. It is 21-0 going to the fourth here on Glycon.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Quick restart here in Berea. An incomplete pass by East Jessamine. And now a Jaguar downfield. And the medical staff is out to attend. We still have not seen the return of Derek Morton for East Jessamine. We hope that he's able to come back in the game after he had to jog off the field with an injury. But this unfortunately appears to be maybe a little bit more serious than that one.
Is that Jason Kokel, the nose guard there? I can't tell.
I'm having a hard time seeing the second half of that number. He's sideways to us at the moment and hoping that he can just get back up on his feet. That's a good sign, at least.
Yeah, that's him, number 51, Jason Kokel.
So he's able to, with a little bit of help, walk off, and hopefully that's a good sign. Hopefully he's able to put some weight on that left knee, because that's look like what they were looking at. And he'll be hopefully okay. Hate to see those injuries pop up.
Always partial to people with number 51.
Is that your old number?
No, it's Dick Backus' number.
Okay.
You know, in my opinion, the greatest NFL football player of all time.
I should have known.
I wanted the number. The coach would never give it
No?
to me. I was a linebacker, but he just would not give that to me.
What'd they stick you with?
They gave it to number 60.
Oh. That's no fun.
That's Tommy Novus or somebody like that.
That's no fun. Harrison will roll out to his right, throw on the run, got his man. That's Kelly back into the game for the first time. He's across midfield before he's driven out of bounds. Derek Morton, I should say, driven out of bounds at the 50. So good to see Morton back out there for East Jessamine after he exited with seemingly a minor injury earlier tonight.
Looks like he's fully recuperated.
Yeah, it was a good explosiveness after the catch on the swing out. So the ball at midfield. Dropping back is Harrison again. He'll step up in the pocket, but he did not have anybody open downfield, and now 3 men converge for the sack. First one to get there is Preston Williams. Second time he's had a big hit in the backfield tonight.
Yeah, nice coverage there by the secondary, and he just didn't have anybody to throw it to. And before he had an opportunity, 51's back in the game, so he ran back in there. So
that's great to see.
Yes,
good eye there. I would have missed that. That's great to see. So he's back in the game. 2nd and 17, loss of 7 on the Preston Williams sack. So Harrison will drop back, another screen out wide to the far side. Not a lot of room. Tackle made at the 44.
You know, both times they set that screen up well, but it's been one guy to stay back and keep him from making a big play out of it. And then when he makes him run laterally, then the guys that were rushing were able to come back and keep him from having a big gain.
Just a pickup of 1, maybe 2. It's 3rd and 15 as somebody came up in the neutral zone, but no foul there at the moment. 15 on the play clock as Harrison will get a new one. Now he's going to roll to his left. He's got some space, but nobody open. He throws it downfield, and a catch made as he's falling down. Securing the grab for his first catch of the night is DeLacy. And there's a flag down at the 38-yard line.
I watched the throw, and so I don't know, but that flag was thrown in the area that you would find roughing the passer.
Yeah, Harrison was rolling to his left. We'll get the call here. And it is roughing the passer. So what a great catch by DeLacy.
Oh, it really was.
You're going to add 15 to it as well. I mean, falling down, able to nail the landing and hang on to the ball.
A great catch and really a nice throw, a dangerous throw, though. He's, like you said, he was running to his left and wasn't able to plant and throw. Sort of slung it sidearm and threaded the needle there, and he made a really nice catch.
Ball down to the 26-yard line after the penalty is added on to the catch.
This offense seems to be a little energized, and the big guys up front have not given up. I noticed that for East Jessamine, offensively and defensively. They're still playing hard, coming off the ball.
Harrison hands it off to Wright. He is met right away and dumped by Braden Kelly. No gain. It looked like Kelly made one man miss. I think the center just moved around him and then dropped his man. Jacob Wright could not break free.
Didn't lay him down gently either.
No. Sean Reed into the game at running back as Harrison will take the snap. Reed gets through. He runs into the official, and he gets about 3 more yards. The official slowed him down as the ball taken out to the 12 or 13-yard line.
Yeah, props to the official there keeping his feet.
Yeah,
he ran into him, and just like a ball just bounced off of him and picked up 3 more yards. But it was a nice gap there. Nice blocking by the line.
He doesn't get credited for a tackle because he did get 3 more yards there, but nonetheless, Sean Reed still in the game. He had an explosive play there. They're going to throw the ball this time. It's complete, although not a whole lot gained. Down to the 5, Kelly with the catch, or Morton rather with the catch.
That's a bread and butter play for them. They love that fake handoff inside and quick up and hit the slant, and they've thrown that several times tonight.
Handoff inside, and again, great penetration as dumped in the backfield is Sean Reed. Raider, I believe, got in there first. And it's a loss of 1. It brings up 3rd and 3. Big third down here for East Jessamine.
Yeah, and whether they score or not here, they're going to have to go for it on 4th down. No field goals at this point.
No, 21-0 they trail. Rolling out is Harrison. Trying to find somebody open. He goes to the corner of the end zone, and it's out of the reach of DeLacy, who, had he caught it, would have been well out of bounds. And that'll bring up 4th and 3 now.
Well, he threw that ball where the defense couldn't catch, but unfortunately the offense couldn't catch it either.
Yeah, it was a little beyond the orange, which is also out of bounds. But it's 4th and 3. Still some options here for you, although you haven't gotten a whole lot of great blocking initially off that, some of those eye runs.
No, they've done a nice job from time to time on the run blocking, but pass blocking, they really seem to struggle with that.
Jacob Wright, the running back. They're going to hand it off to Wright. Wright charging forward, falls down to about the 4-yard line. And I don't know if
it's going to be close. I don't think he got it.
It's close. And
East Jessamine doesn't think they have it either.
Yeah, that Harrison's coming off the field. He's going to be about a half a yard, maybe a full yard short of that first down. It's going to be a turnover on downs with 8:05 to play here in the 4th quarter. $21-0. Madison Southern in front. $21-0, Madison Southern leading. We're going to step aside here and take a break. 4th quarter action, 8:05 to go. A 3-touchdown lead for Madison Southern here on Glycon.
On the road, call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Glycon on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high.
Boy, they ran out of that huddle and took that snap and picked up some good yardage on that first down run. And again, you're just trying to get out of your own shadow there at the goal line, aren't you, Bill? And they waste no time on the very first play.
And I think what they'll try to do here is just have a time-consuming drive, keep the ball on the ground. Of course, I say that now, and they're liable to throw 140 yards down the field.
Well, the clock is their friend, though,
yes.
And 7:25 to go in the fourth quarter and moving after that run.
They had a lot of success on the last series, just driving the ball downfield, running the ball.
Especially around that left tackle. As here's Moore on that wildcat play, if you will, but he's brought down at the 17-yard line to pick up a 3. But again, that clock still ticking away. You're not overly mad about a punt here if you're Madison Southern, if you can churn 3-4 minutes off the clock.
Absolutely. If you can take 3 minutes off the clock, that's the ball game.
Up 21-0, especially the way that your defense is played up front. Beard will come back. Gabe Beard, sophomore, has done a nice job tonight at managing this offense. The quarterback for the Eagles. R.J. Blair to his right, but it's going to be a keeper, and that's Moore again. Moore going to bring it out around outside. He'll just step out at the 30. A flag comes flying in, hit somebody in the back of the head. It hit Sam Little in the back of the head. I don't think he was the man that they were mad at, but nonetheless. Could be a hold based on where that one flew in from. We'll see. It is a hold on Madison Southern. So that'll negate a pretty good run there.
That's probably why it was a pretty good run.
Funny how those things work sometimes, isn't it? Clock stopped at 6:22 to go in the fourth quarter. 21-0 Madison Southern in front. And second down it remains. It'll be 2nd and 8. So that block or that hold must have been downfield. A snap, a fake handoff. Moore gets around one defender, misses 2, out to the 30, and would you know it, he's back to the 31, which is pretty much right where he was on the previous play. Got to the 32 before he was driven out of bounds. So another great play out of that wildcat formation for Ethan Moore, although it's really unfair to call it a wildcat. He can throw it too.
But you can see why they would want the ball in his hands on this last drive. He can do it. He can do anything. He can run with the ball. He can throw the ball.
6:06 to go in the fourth quarter. Braden Kelly back in. And the quarterback is Beard. He was on the field that last play, but lined up at receiver, which, speaking of lining up, Madison Southern having a little bit of trouble lining up, but they do get it on the jet sweep. Out to the far sideline. Shoestring tackle is missed, and now switching sides of the field is Braden Hall before Hall is dropped at the 35. A lot of running, but not a lot of yards.
A lot of play, like a play he had earlier that time. I think he ran 20 yards and gained 2 there.
He loves doing that jet sweep to the left, and then he comes all the way back to the right.
But, you know, you can give him a little bit of leeway on that because he is a back with some speed and explosiveness, and I'm sure through his youth, he's made a lot of runs probably that he's been successful with, transversing back and forth across the field.
And getting back to the middle of the field, if you're a coach, going to make you smile too, because when you get tackled, they keep running that clock.
There you go.
5:22 to go in the fourth quarter. Beard will take the snap. Not a great one, but he's able to hand it off to Kelly. Kelly spinning over a man, gets it out near the 43-yard line before he's taken down by a couple of Jaguar defenders. Pickup of 8, maybe? See what they give him. Pickup of 10. So they do say he got that line to gain at 44. So it's a first down for Madison Southern as that clock will continue to run. 4:44 in the fourth. Fours are wild. First down play call here. Braden Kelly lining up at running back with Beard to his right. Or to his left, I should say. And they're just going to bring this play clock down. 8 left on the play clock. Just trying to milk as much as they can. Now they hike it, hand it off to Kelly. Kelly breaks up the middle, makes one man miss, spins out of another tackle, breaks it out to the outside now, down to the 30. Outside, he breaks loose again, down to the 20. He's loose and is going to bring it across the line for a touchdown. Kelly rumbling, stumbling his way. 56 yards for the score.
Incredible run right there, Andrew. Play of the night, in my opinion. Broke several tackles. 3 or 4 times looked like he was going to be brought down and just did not give up. And gosh, if we could get that to the news, that would certainly be one of the plays of the evening right there. Just a great effort, great run by that young man right there.
56 yards for Braden Kelly, his 3rd touchdown of the night. It's 27-0 Madison Southern.
It's hard to believe he had 1 touchdown coming into this game, and now he's got 3, and would have had 4 if he hadn't fumbled that one. Yes.
Snap a little high, but Blair able to get that kickoff, and it is good on the extra point. And it is now 28-0 Madison Southern on top as they have salted their lead with 4:10 to play. A 4-possession lead for the Eagles. They're in control here at home tonight on Glycon.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
28-0 Madison Southern on top as we take a look at next week's schedule here on Glycod. The 6:30 kickoff, Dunbar and Tates Creek. That'll be a fun one. Seymour and New Albany at 7. Southern against Mail, audio only, and then 2 kickoffs at 7:30. Eastern and Oldham County will tangle, and it's Collins and Woodford County as well. All that next week on Glycod. Andrew Kappas, Bill Powell here with you tonight. Madison Southern will kick it away, and they have salted this lead as it's up 4 touchdowns now with 4:10 to play, Bill.
Yeah, looks like it's very well in hand.
Kickoff as East Jessamine will field it. It's Brady Cummins out on the far side. Cummins got some breathing room across the 35 down to the 36.
Nice return there. For a moment, I thought he had a chance of going. But closed up on him there a little bit, but I like how he takes the kickoff and just runs full speed. So many guys want to take that tiptoe looking for something to happen, and you're just not going to return a kickoff doing that.
No. 4:01 left. See how aggressive Harrison and East Jessamine are down 28-0. Harrison. Single back now in motion. He's going to swing it out to him, though. Out in the flat. Brought down at the 36, and it's a no gain as that catch made by Jacob Wright. He's been getting a lion's share of the work since Derek Morton went out with injury. Morton has since been back, but hasn't been the bell cow since because of that injury.
Yeah, Braden Kelly had him eyeballed the whole way, made a good open field tackle, and you see this guy's hands on his knees. He's tired. He's exerted a lot of energy tonight. 4th quarter, he's just trying to make it through. Big game for that young man.
Jacob Wright lined up in the backfield behind Harrison. They'll fake the pitch, but this one will get blown dead. Flag on the far side of the field. It's going to be a false start against East Jessamine. They did give him a yard on that last pass, so it was 2nd and 9, but it'll become 2nd and 14 after that false start infraction. 28-0, Madison Southern in control of this one here in Berea in a big 5A matchup, district matchup as well.
Let's look at the size of a couple of those linemen there. They got one guy 275, another guy 314. They got some big boys in that offensive line.
This time it's set up perfectly, though, on that screen, and some space out near midfield before he's finally brought down at the 49 is James Burbage. It's one of the few times tonight, Bill, that they've been able to get those blocks set up downfield that gave Burbage some room to run.
Yeah, he's got some speed if they get him in space, and he did a nice job with that. But you're right, they haven't had much success with that on the blocking.
Harrison has to climb the pocket. Nobody open. He's going to try to run for the sideline. He slides out of bounds and only got a yard on that. 2:48 to play as the clock stops. 28-0. Madison Southern leads. East Jessamine just trying to get on the board here.
Got some tired boys on that East Jessamine line. You look out there, they've got their hands on their hips, sucking wind a little bit. Some big boys out there.
Who could blame them, because that front has been electric on the other side for Madison Southern.
Yes.
Harrison to take the snap. Fake handoff. They swing it out again. This time it's well blocked, and it's tackled down at the 36-yard line. Good motion, pre-snap motion as the catch made. Brady Cummins picks up 13 on the play.
And that's their bread and butter that I imagine they've done all year. They've got the little play action, pop up at the slant, the quick screen, just trying to freeze those linebackers.
And missing him on the swing out, although there wouldn't have been a whole lot there, I don't think, out of the reach of Jacob Wright. And it'll bring up second down. $28-0. Madison Southern on top. Harrison getting this play call in from the sideline. In the shotgun, the pistol formation to be exact. Jacob Wright behind him. Another screen pass out to the far side. Cummins could not slip out of a tackle. R.J. Blair, wide receiver / safety / kicker, the tackler.
Time and time again tonight, Andrew, they have just been one guy away from making that screen work, and just one block that's not been picked up, or one defensive guy that refuses to be blocked.
And that's just some good open field tackling, too.
Yes.
1:50 to go. The clock still ticks. Oh, and a free unblocked there, but able to get rid of it is Harrison out to Cummins. He swung down at the 29-yard line, and boy, Harrison, as a flag, I think, comes in late on the other side.
I think a little extracurricular away from the play. You know, the coach is seeing the same thing we're seeing. He's like, that play is there.
Yep.
You know, pick up your blocks. That play is there. And looked like
Madison Southern.
A big lineman downfield, a little shove on the defensive back there towards the end of that play, away from the play. And
Madison Southern called for the personal foul, so that'll give East Jessamine an extra 15 and maybe a chance to try to punch this one in, right?
Yep.
Try to get something going here for next week. We talked about the importance of, October football now. Things getting serious here around the Commonwealth as they fake the handoff, throw it out in the flat, and dragging forward out now down to the 7. On the catch is Jason Mako. No huddle here from Harrison and East Jessamine as we approach 1 minute to go in the fourth quarter.
Both teams have got their first stringers in there, which is somewhat surprising, but I think that East Jessamine wants to try to end on a positive note.
Handoff and met in the backfield. A big tackle as Jacob Wright brought down behind the line of scrimmage out at the 10. Loss of 2.
The guy that brought him down, Samaji DeShields. 145 pounds, and he put a lick on him.
DeShields has made a couple of nice plays
He
defensively,
really has.
and he's looked good in that change of pace role as the running back, too. Quick throw in motion and rolling across the end zone, into the end zone for a touchdown on the catch in motion is Jason Mako. Oh, a nice quick developing play and a quick hitter there by East Jessamine to get on the board. It's 28-6.
There we go.
37.7 seconds to go. For Will Harrison, that's his 15th touchdown of the year. They will kick it. Franco, who's been the punter tonight as well, will attempt the extra point. High snap, good hold. Kick is up and good from Franco. As East Jessamine gets the touchdown late, it's 28-7 with 37.7 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter.
You know, Andrew, it's one of those things, you always try to take something positive away from it. So I'm sure when they get in the film room there and they look at it as a team Sunday or Monday, whenever they do that, and the coach is going to look at it and say, look, they still had the first string in, and this is what we did that we didn't do all game. You know, if we can come out, we can play 4 quarters like this. You know, it can be we can be a totally different team. You got to find positive things.
Yep.
A lot of the season left.
So 37.7 seconds to go. Would imagine we'll just see Madison Southern take a knee, one would think.
Yeah.
Once this kickoff is complete. East Jessamine may try to onside this just to make something happen.
Sure,
we'll
why
see.
not?
Why not?
Why not, yeah.
Back to return is Braden Kelly, who has had a big night. 3 touchdowns as the running back for Madison Southern. He's made some big open field tackles as a linebacker as well. He's back to return should this kick make it to him. Oh, on the restart, East Jessamine will attempt the onside kick. Nice bouncing ball, but I think that one's just out of bounds and out of real estate.
Did a nice job on the kicking. He kicked the ball such that on that second bounce, it takes that high bounce and gives your kickoff team a chance to come in and get that.
That's what you want, that big secondary bounce.
Yes.
To try to get somebody underneath of it and make the play. But problem is they kicked it a little too hard, and that went out of bounds. So.
Looks like we got some fresh jerseys in there, some young kids. Going to get a play or two in for Madison Southern.
DeShields the running back, although it looks like they're going to be in victory formation. So, Beard will take the snap, take a knee. Under 30 seconds to go here briefly. And without a reset of the play clock, that should do it. Sideline's empty, and that will do it here tonight. 28-7 our score. Madison Southern takes the win, and Braden Kelly, a one-man wrecking ball here tonight, scores 3 times. As on their breast cancer awareness night, Madison Southern able to hold up John Gillum Athletic Field and beat East Jessamine 28-7. They now both have the same record. Madison Southern improving to 3-4, and East Jessamine falling to 3-4 here in 5A as the two teams shake hands. That was a fun one, Bill.
Oh, enjoyed it. Didn't know really what to expect. Hadn't seen either team, and Madison Southern was impressive in a lot of ways out there tonight. They've got a lot of weapons. And they did a good job. Coach did a really nice job of moving them in and out, in the quarterback, the running back, keeping them fresh, keeping the defense off balance. I thought he did a really nice job with that tonight.
Credit East Jessamine. They played hard until that final whistle, and they got rewarded for it, getting a score
Absolutely.
Right before
no quit.
End of the game. So that's your final, 28-7 for Madison Southern as they improve to 3-4. East Jessamine falls to 3-4 themselves. Post-game coverage coming up here on Glycon.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Make a bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. And new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit them online at CartownKiaUSA.com.
Welcome back to Berea here at Madison Southern High School. They're victorious tonight as they top East Jessamine 28-7. But time now to take a look at tonight's scoreboard, which is presented by Community Action Council, helping people, changing lives. And the big one everybody talking about tonight throughout the state, Mail beating Douglas 31-28. That game is final. All of these are final with the exception of this score. Woodford County on top of South Oldham 27-26 late in the fourth quarter. Boy, is that a thriller. But again, all these other scores final. Sayre putting up 56 on Bourbon County, winning 56-6. Same final score for Bryan Station over Henry Clay. They win 56-6. And then Scott County on the road at Anderson County wins it 49-6, but that's a huge win for Mayo.
Oh, great win for them. Frederick Douglass has such a tough schedule, but, you know, Mayo does too. They're playing all the big guys, worried about that RPI, and making sure, you know, it's always good to play good people to bump that up a little bit. Speaking of RPIs, it was interesting going into tonight's game, not knowing anything about either team. You know, Madison Southern's RPI was 390.390, which was put them 31st in 5A, and East Jessamine was 491, put them 23rd. So you know you can't always go by that RPI.
No, not always an indicator. So credit to Madison Southern coming out here, improving that standing, getting to 3-4. And a big reason why they did is we're going to talk about here in our Central Kentucky Driving School Drive of the Game. Tonight's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Central Kentucky Driving School, raising the bar on driver education. To sign up or for more information, visit drivecky.com. And, Bill, you can just kind of pick between one because, boy, an electric night for Braden Kelly, who was just like a bowling ball out there on his way to the end zone. 3 touchdowns this evening.
Oh, incredible game. And it's I think the drive that put them up 3 touchdowns made the difference.
Yeah.
It was when it was 13. You know, they had a chance. They get 2
still
scores and still could win.
Not just very much in it. Yeah.
Absolutely. But when they went up 21, that's sort of they didn't quit, but
it's tough.
Emotionally, that's a big hurdle. That's
it's
a big
draining.
Hurdle,
that 2 number in front. You know, when you see a 2 up there, it's hurt, especially on a punt over the head. You know, and it goes into the end zone. You get a better snap there. You get to live and fight another day. But it's a bit heartbreaking to lose it or to get that 3rd touchdown and give up that 3rd touchdown like that, which is what happened here tonight to East Jessamine. So your final score here tonight is Madison Southern 28, East Jessamine 7, as these two teams now sitting both at 3 and 4. We'll have more post-game coverage here in just a moment on Glycon.
A bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento, or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. At new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be a million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
To hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself. This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
28-7 your final. Madison Southern able to overcome East Jessamine here at home. Both teams now sitting at 3 and 4. Now for a look at tonight's scoring summary, brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. And Bill, Braden Kelly was just a one-man wrecking ball. They scored 3 touchdowns on offense. All belonged to Kelly. They could have had a 4th. He had a fumble at the goal line, but when it was a scoreless game. But you feel much better about that when you score 3 more after that fumble. And I think that's his position here tonight.
Yeah, I was talking with someone associated with Madison Southern before the game and just trying to get some inside looks at the team and if they had any information that I might use. And he talked about Braden Kelly. He said, he worked with him in the weight room and said, the guy's a real dude. He said he's a real athlete. Of course, we saw him after the game. You and I noticed that after the handshakes, he jumped up and did a backwards flip on the field. So he's very athletic.
You used to do that, didn't you?
In my dreams, yeah. But obviously just a really good athlete.
The lone scorer, Jason Mako, for East Jessamine, as they got on the board at the tail end there of quarter number 4, but it is a 28-7 triumph for Madison Southern. We'll have our players of the game when we come back here on Glycon.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
One final time here from John Gillum Athletic Field in Berea, Kentucky, home of Madison Southern, who takes the win tonight over East Jessamine 28-7. Tonight's most outstanding players are presented by Elite Building Products, locally owned and offering an outstanding selection of windows, doors, and siding. Stop in at 242 Wilson Drive in Nicholasville or visit them at elitekentucky.com. Pretty easy choice here tonight, Bill, for Madison Southern. You have 3 touchdowns like Braden Kelly, a big bowling ball running out there, especially on that left sideline in the second half. He's tonight's player of the game for Madison Southern.
Easy choice. Great play. Made some great plays tonight, offensively and defensively, right to the end.
I still can't believe he only had 1 touchdown coming in. He's got 4 now because he had 3 tonight. But yes. But nonetheless, he's got 4 for the season now. And a big credit to the East Jessamine most outstanding player. That's running back Derek Morton. He came alive in that second half. He got injured about midway through the third quarter, but he toughed it out, came back in the game, and was still effective, mostly as a receiver after he got hurt. But he had a nice evening for East Jessamine.
Yeah, I didn't even notice him the first half, and then he comes out the second half and just makes a huge impression right off the bat. Like, where has this guy been? So yeah, he's talented.
Yeah, simply a great game for him here tonight as Madison Southern able to get this victory tonight. They win it 28-7, the final score over East Jessamine. Coming up next Friday, a look at next week's schedule brought to you by New Vista. They see the good ahead. Should be a good slate. Not sure where you're going to be at there, my man Bill, but I'm with the Wildcats next week, but I'm sure I'll be watching there after I get done next week there in Lexington. But some good matchups all around. 3 different kickoff times as usual, 6:30, 7, and 7:30 as Dunbar and Tates Creek will get us started. Then Seymour and New Albany, Southern against Mayo, audio only. And then the nightcap, if you will, at 7:30. It's Eastern and Oldham County, and then Collins and Woodford County to close things off there next week. Our slate brought to us by New Vista.
Yeah, I think I'll have that Dunbar Tates Creek game.
Oh, that's going to be a good one.
And that'll be a 6:30 game, right? I think the Lexington schools.
Yeah, 6:30. Yeah, I don't want you to be late. Yeah, 6:30. I was afraid to tell you the wrong time. You get there too early, I should say, 6:30. You know, but nonetheless, a 6:30 start time for you guys there at Tates Creek. That's going to be a really fun one there next week. But that's your look ahead there, brought to us by New Vista. Well, Bill, this one was a really fun one tonight. Always enjoy working with you.
Same here.
A little bit closer game here this time, but a fun one overall as Madison Southern gets the win to improve to 3-4.
Enjoyed it. Enjoyed it very much, Andrew. Have a safe trip back to Cincinnati.
You do the same. You do the same, although to Lexington, I guess. But you can come up to Cincinnati if you want. You're always welcome. But once again, your final score here, Madison Southern 28, East Jessamine 7. For our outstanding crew, my man Bill, I'm Andrew saying thanks for watching here on Glycon.
From Glycod, this has been Central Kentucky High School Football. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you. Tonight's game was brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville. Movement that inspires. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Mathnasium of East and West Lexington. Changing lives through math. Roosters, a fun, casual place for wings and more. Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. Community Action Council. New Vista. Tech 24. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment. And Fast Signs.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation